Everlight Solar Studio. This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin on 100.5 ESPN and Wisconsin On Demand.
It is the Tuesday edition. Not swim shirt, swim pants edition. Am I a dinosaur? Have times passed me by?
Yes.
Am I living in a bygone era when it comes to sports commentary?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I am. I'm irritated. I'm very irritated today. I'll explain a little bit later. Edition of Wilde and Tausch. A 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker. A lot of ways to listen to us. And there's a few ways to watch us. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. And, of course, everything you need from podcasts to interviews, to video, to live streaming audio, everything you could possibly want from ESPN Wisconsin on WisconsinOnDemand.com and the Wisconsin On Demand app. I'm Jason Wilde in Green Bay. Jesse Nelson is in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios, and from his undisclosed location somewhere between Columbus, Wisconsin, and Portugal, it is the Packers Hall of Famer. It's Mark Tauscher. Tausch, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. Finally, back at the undisclosed location and feeling good.
Looking good.
Thanks.
Is your IT department off again today?
Why? What's wrong?
You're using a different angle on your video from your undisclosed location. That usually it's a kind of a side eye deal, and I'm curious if there's been some sort of change.
Is it not? IT department's been they're still on vacation, so this is the best it's going to be for today.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm just curious.
Some much-needed time off for the IT department.
The IT department's been put under the bell here a little bit.
Yeah, well, especially when there's no one else on staff except one person.
Yeah, it's a limited. We run a real bare bones operation for sure.
You're just real zoomed in. What do you mean? Just looks...
It's a lot of your face, and what a face it is. We're good. It's fine.
Yeah, it's great.
And Sarah,
is that better?
Actually, yeah.
That's
I'm uncomfortable that way. This is what it's going to be.
You do you. We're fine.
I'm going to do me, man. Yeah, just let me be me.
And if you're watching on video, it's up close and personal with Tausch. We're fine with that.
Hope you're watching on YouTube now because it tends to go away after the show.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole YouTube thing, man.
I don't know why you had to bring that up.
I don't know. Yesterday's show disappeared.
Well, first of all, we will hopefully get that rectified because that is not ideal. People want to watch video. If they missed the show yesterday, they can certainly find the audio at Wisconsin On Demand and all your various podcast platforms. But if you wanted to see the video, and Tausch hiding behind a tree, well, you're not able to do that right now, which was weird because he was indoors.
Because
I saw God, it was
Facebook and Twitter.
Yesterday was a funny day, man. We did the Boys and Girls Club golf outing up in Door County.
Yeah, you do that every year.
I want to say it's been close to a decade. And, Jerry Kramer is up there and Dave Robinson. And, Jerry has got another book coming out. I said, Jerry, how many books can a guy possibly put out? I got more stories to tell. So him and his team, I told him that you said hi, even though you didn't. And
thank you. I would have. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're gonna. He wants to come on again and try to sell his book and do some other stuff.
Sure.
And I said, let's do it. So at some point we'll reach back out to Jerry. He is still. I don't know, man. The energy that cat's got. At what is he's got to be close to
87,
90 years old, right?
87 maybe.
Still
88?
the strongest handshake. Yeah, bust a knuckle shaking his hand now.
Yeah.
He's a big, strong guy.
That's how they grow him in Sandpoint, Idaho.
Your boy Mark Murphy yesterday golfed in front of me, and he had, I'm trying to think, he had some interesting comments. He thinks they're going to bring cruise ships in for the draft. Basically, the NFL said they need 30,000 rooms, and Green Bay's got a little under 8,000 rooms available.
That's not enough.
There's a lot of work to be done. A lot of work to be done before the draft. But next time you see Mark, I gave him he's hobbling around. He's got a hip. He got a bad hip. But he was out there grinding away and helping raise money for the Boys and Girls Club. So even though you're down on Mark Murphy, he's out there grinding away.
He's as down on me as I am on him. He's actually
I
more down on me than I am on him.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right.
Did you guys discuss that,
right.
or did you not want to? Did you not want to broach that subject?
I was wondering. He hit a ball and it came into play. It kind of bounced back in, and in the golf world, and I know you're getting back into golf, you'll say that's a member's bounce. And I asked him, I said, is there a difference between a member's bounce and an owner's bounce?
Because he
owns a golf
course.
club up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we had a lot of fake laughter. And then we went to Chippewa Falls right after.
Okay.
Jesse,
right.
You're not going to drop the Chippewa. I'd set you up for the Chippewa Falls. You're not going to drop it?
We got to get the Chippewa Falls.
He's too busy working on that hotkey.
I don't know what he's doing.
Of Matt LaFleur's or Goody's quote yesterday that he was trying to trim down for you.
I'm on the phone with YouTube.
Okay. Well, you figure YouTube out. So, Jason, as I said, I'm going to sprinkle in some Portuguese, some Barcelonian, and something happened over there that has made me very intrigued, and it was irritating. And I wanted to know where your head is at.
Well, my head is at.
I think
whenever you're intrigued and irritated, I'm a big fan. So yes, let me help you. So
one of the things, again, I told you it was piping hot. Barcelona was smoking hot.
Yuck.
Porto, because it's on the water, was better. Lisbon, pretty hot too. So we wanted to drink a lot of water. We carried water. We walked a ton. We drank a lot of water. But when we go out to dinner, we drank a lot of water. We in America don't pay for water. You go out to dinner, unless you're buying like the spritzy, sparkly, fritzy stuff, you're not paying for water.
Correct.
That's going to change. That's happening in Europe. You're paying for water every time you go out. It's $3 or $4 for a little jug of water. And next thing you know, you're racking up $30 in water where you could have just got a bottle of wine. I think it's coming, and are we going to accept, as U.S. citizens, are we going to accept paying for water at restaurants? Because it's coming. I was shocked, and then we started thinking, well, how much water are we going to drink? Because you want to stay hydrated.
Yes.
But are you going to be okay when you go to your pizza joint, or I go down to Buck and Honey's, and we're now going to be getting charged for water? I know it's coming. Are we going to be okay with it as U.S. citizens?
No, I'm not.
It's
at all.
It's going to happen. I'm telling you, it's
so.
Gonna
Can
happen.
I bring my own beverages in then? Can I start doing that?
No, I don't think so.
And there's, all right. I guess I would be okay. Let me hedge on this slightly because that's what I do around here. I would be okay if I paid like $2 for my water, but it was unlimited refills like it is with my lemonade or whatever else I may purchase at my restaurant. Okay. I guess I would be okay with that. Well, that's not what happened in Lisbon and in Barcelona. But
right.
If they start charging, they're not going to start charging you per glass, are they? I mean, have you?
No, they'll charge you
people
just like getting a 2-liter bottle of soda or a bottle of wine, they charged you by the bottle of water that you got. And I think, especially you're going to see it in California, you're going to see it because what typically happens, Europe sets it, California, the coast, and everything pushes inward. And even though we're bountiful with water here, I think you're going to see the American restaurant situation charging you for water. And I don't think we should be okay with that.
All right, so what do you pay with in Portugal? Is that a euro?
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
So how many euros? It was like 4 euros?
It was like 3 or 4 euros, and the euro's getting a little bit stronger, so it's actually a little bit more than $1 now, whereas in London it was a little bit less. So you're, in essence, I want to say you go out for a dinner after a long walk, and everybody's pounding waters, probably $25-30 or euros in on water, just off of that.
I don't like that at all.
And then,
I
was going to save this, but since we're in the restaurant deal, then they bring out bread, and they hammer you for the bread. You don't even ask for it. You start wolfing down bread, and they're like, nope, that's $5. They call it like hors d'oeuvres or not hors d'oeuvres.
I beg your pardon?
They called it like caveat, or there's some word that they used, and it's you have to basically, it's like when you sign up for a subscription and you have to cancel it or they keep charging you. They bring the bread, and if you nibble, you're paying for it.
So it's just like
I wasn't all right with that either.
It sounds like it's just the water bottle in the hotel room. Just hands off and you're okay.
Well,
no.
So you got to leave the bread sitting there?
No, Jesse, somebody brings you bread and puts it on your table. Do you expect to pay for the bread?
No, you do not expect to pay for it. But I understand that the rule in place there is different than what we're used to here. It's not like going out to
it's not the
Alan
Garden.
Kelly's for a fish fry on a Friday night.
Get all the breadsticks you want.
Got to double check the rules when you go somewhere else.
Jesse, are you going to be okay with paying for water at a restaurant that's tap water? Are you going to be okay with that?
I would not be okay with it. I think people should be able to be hydrated without having to worry about paying for it.
Well, it's coming. It's coming.
All right. I saw a text from Ben that said that this has been going on in Europe for quite a while. So maybe it's not coming.
Let me tell you something, Ben. Ben, you know, I've been to Europe a bunch lately. So didn't pay for water in London, but now I'm thinking about it. Maybe I did, and I just didn't look at the bill. Maybe
How much was the bread?
Water. I think we didn't drink the same amount. We ended up drinking more spirits when I was in London compared to
Tito's.
Drinking spirits in Portugal. It's coming. It's coming. I'm almost going to guarantee it.
All right. I
think we're in for a culture shock on this.
I feel like we have enough people in our orbit that are in the restaurateur business. Like, let's call over to Bucket Honey's. Paula and the girls and I, last time we were in Madison, ate there. It was great.
So Ezra in Port Washington, and Jesse just threw this up there. We ask for tap water, and they charge you for tap water.
Oh, so
what
does Ezra know? He's in Port Washington.
I don't like sparkling water. I'd rather drink soda. If I'm going to do that, carbonation, I don't want to drink. I don't like sparkling. I like tap water. I like good, clean, PFAS-free water. That's what I like.
From the well on your family farm. All right. Well, Ezra, thank you for that. And Ben, thank you, although Tausch kind of got after you a little bit because he's been to Europe 3 times in the last calendar year.
That's true. Not like trying to flex.
All right, but I guess I'm perplexed now because we have Ezra gave us his piece of information. You have your experience in Portugal. And then we got Ben saying, they've been charging for years. I don't feel like we have clarity on what exactly the rules are. Did you eat at enough restaurants that there were multiple experiences of this?
Yes.
And it was both in Lisbon and in Porto and in Barcelona. You paid for water in all 3 locations.
You're paying for water everywhere. Yes.
Is there a water shortage?
I didn't ask, Jason. I was just
weren't you thinking in terms of the show and how this was going to be a topic as was going on?
Well, that's why I brought it up. Yeah, I think there's not a water shortage. You look everywhere, Porto's built on water. So it's not like there's water everywhere.
Fresh water or salt water?
No. You're annoying me.
I just wanted to see.
Stop asking them. The question is, are we going to be okay paying for water in the U.S.? And I think no, but what are you going to do about it?
Oh, I know
what, are you
what
gonna
the
do
question
about it?
is.
Not drink water?
I would just like to thank you publicly because I wanted to see how many questions I could ask before you would say, you are annoying.
Luckily,
so now we know the
luckily I'm still on the glow of having a long vacation, and I'm fresh and I'm excited to be back. You do this on Thursday, I'm probably going to snap at you earlier. Just to, the heat and the fact that we're paying for water now, I think I'm going to probably snap by Thursday.
I can't tell you how proud of myself I am right now. You go ahead, Jesse. I'm going to bask in the joy that I drew from getting him to do that.
Tausch, you say, what are you going to do about it? Like, just
stop going out to dinner.
Just don't go out to eat or, like, smuggle in your own water bottle. Like, smuggle it in. Like,
people love going out to dinner. Jesse, people love going out to dinner.
Yes, but you're saying,
you love buying
what
wine.
Are you going to do
you
about
love buying Coors Light. You love getting a Tito's. You love having, and when you're paying for spirits, great. So you're going to make, I think restaurants, you're going to make a rule, if you're buying booze, we'll hydrate you for free. I don't know what the restaurateur industry is going to do, if they're going to say we're going to do this, but I want to poll it. Will you be okay paying for tap water in U.S. restaurants? I don't know. I think people are going to say, heck no.
Okay, but I think Jesse, I'm sorry that I got you irritated, then you got after Jesse for his response, because you are the solution guy. That is what you do. Yeah. You bring up a problem, and then you solve it. That's my solution.
We're not paying for water.
I'll solve it. What are you going to do if you go to a restaurant and they say, we're charging you for water? What are you going to do about it? You're the solution guy. I'm not paying for water. You're going to stand there and you're going to pound on the table at Buck and Honey's till Tommy comes out and has you removed? Like, what are you going to do about it?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I don't know the answer.
You're stuck.
Well, you have to come up with, is there going to be a water subscription plan that people can sign up for? All right, unlimited water for $15 a month.
Water
and then
plus.
You actually come into the restaurant more because you want to get that good clean water. Like, I don't know what the solution is, but I know what they're doing in Europe is BS. That's what I know.
Mr. Tauscher, would you like some water? No, just bring me a cup. They bring you the cup. I got to go to the bathroom. Off he goes. He goes to the
All right,
sink.
how would I get a cup of ice?
Well,
no. Hey, Jason, you know you pay to go to the bathroom in Europe, too, right? You understand that.
What?
You pay to use restrooms in Europe, too.
I've never been to Europe. Are you serious?
Deadly serious. Yeah.
Is there a tiered charging system for what you have to do
Jesse,
in there?
All right, Jason, there are porta potties and things on the street that you have to scan a credit card or put euro coins in to use the restroom.
You are you, is this, you're making fun of me, right? Like Jason's never been to Europe.
I'm not making fun.
I'm not pulling a fast one
now,
on him.
There are most restaurants, you were able to use the restroom if you were eating there. But restrooms and public places, you're paying €1 to go pee.
That creates a whole nother level of the water thing now. Now you got to try and find the sweet spot where you drink enough to stay hydrated, but you're not having to pay to go pee. I'm not going to Europe.
That's a weird deal.
I'm staying here. I'm going to stay here in the comfort of my home and look out my Pella windows and doors of Wisconsin windows. I'm going to keep the nature outside. I'm going to keep getting free water at my restaurants, and I'm going to pee whenever I want for free.
Subscribe to Water Plus. You get the bathroom, complimentary water at dinner, and 1 month of Ted Lasso. Wow, cool.
If I transition, I'm going to just jump right in. It's all about the birds and the bees, and I'm not talking, or I am talking about nature, and we want to keep snakes, and we want to keep wasps, and we want to keep all the bugs out of the house. And Pella is ready to help you with that. The 250 series from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin includes exclusive hidden screens, which can stay inside the window while you're not using it. And if you bundle and save, you can get the 250 series patio door and 8 double-hung windows with exclusive hidden screens for as low as $188 a month. That, my friends, is a good deal. Visit PellaWI.com today for more.
Better deal than having to pay for water and then having to pay to relieve
don't
yourself
bring
of the
back
water you drink.
The handshake is dead. Hey, DP, I was wrong. Handshake is back. Handshake is good.
All right.
But paying for water's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming.
All right. Can we just text Tommy and ask him what he thinks? He owns a restaurant. He owns multiple
What's he going to say? He's going to tell us, no, we're not going to pay for water.
Well, yeah, but that
everybody
might be the
else,
truth.
I can't handle the truth.
Well, that's fair. All right. So
I'll send out a text. I'll throw a
Thank
text
you.
out, and I'll see
Tell
what I
them
get
how
back.
much we enjoyed our first trip to Buck and Honey's, too, by the way. It was really, really good. The girls loved it. All right. So we have established that the handshake is still alive, but now paying for water at your local restaurant in the United States is coming. Tausch has proclaimed, I do declare that paying for water is coming to the United States. We need to talk about something other than water and other than Tausch's swim pants, which I hope we'll get to at some point. You can just pee in the water when you're in there swimming, and then you don't even have to pay for going to the bathroom. But I want to get to this. When did Jordan Love go from, I don't know about him, to now, everybody can't say enough about how great he's going to be? Explain this to a dinosaur who...
Oh, look at this water. I got some water in a coffee cup. I couldn't be happy.
Wait till Sarah puts a little lockbox on the bathroom,
That is
and you
so
have to pay
good.
a quarter to go in there.
God, is that good water.
More next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Grassland Dairy is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin and sustained by innovation. Since 1904, the Wheatrick family has worked with hundreds of dairy farmers to consistently produce the highest quality dairy products. Grassland's commitment to quality starts with the way their dairy farmers care for their cows and carries through every step of their innovative processing and delivery. They are proud to offer a wide range of reliable and nutritious dairy ingredients. Grassland Dairy is family owned in Wisconsin and has been crafting butter for 5 generations.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
I'm coming.
Hi, Mark Tauscher. Tausch, you have mosquitoes in here.
It's like an insect zoo right now at my house. Here comes that wasp again. Incoming.
Shoo, you need Pella's 250 series of windows with exclusive hidden screens, protecting you from nature.
Yes, please. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin to the rescue.
Get a 250 series patio door and 8 double-hung windows with hidden screens as low as $188 per month. PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. See showroom for details. Offer ends 8/31/23.
Take it to the house this season and enjoy tailgating from your own backyard. Tito's wants to make sure you have the best tailgate on the block. You can win game day gear for your next gathering by entering to win at Tito'sTailgate.com. Be sure to enter by November 15th for your chance to win a Solo Stove Grill, a Brewmate back tap for batch cocktails, or a Tito's football jersey. For official rules, visit Tito'sTailgate.com. Must be 21 years old to enter. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
ESPN Madison is on Wisconsin sports. Catch up on anything you missed on the Varsity Podcast on Wisconsin On Demand. Brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of Wisconsin Badger Athletics. If you're looking to purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Honda, shop local, part of the Madison community since 1973.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters, and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison.
The traditions.
There's no team I love more than this team.
The drama.
Launching downfield all the way to the end zone.
Only 4 days until week 0. College football lives here. ESPN Radio. This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
The Packers return to practice today. It kicks off at noon, so no Wilde and Tausch from the sideline. They're going to the in-season schedule this week in advance of Saturday's noon kickoff.
Oh, I like that. Noon kickoffs, nothing better.
Yeah. From a writing perspective, certainly
Doesn't
noon is
fit
better.
your schedule.
But Sid's got her first soccer tournament of the season, and I have to miss it because I'll be at a noon Packers game, which never... Did you ever play in a noon preseason game?
Yeah. Played Tennessee. We scored a touchdown the first play. Called deuces.
Yeah,
for
the touchdown to
rest of
Greg
the
Jennings. Yeah, that was it. And if I remember, that was on a Friday, and they moved it up so it wouldn't interfere with high school football, because that's the kind of president Mark Murphy's predecessor, Bob Harlan, was. All right, so they're playing at noon, and Matt LaFleur announced to us on Sunday that Jordan Love's going to play again. Here is Matt LaFleur.
So how are you going to approach deciding whether or not to play him or not this week then?
Yeah, he's going to play. Yeah.
What's the value in that for you?
Just, I don't think you can give these guys enough young players, in particular that position, enough reps. I really don't. So I think there's something to, like we mentioned, and we strategically did this, so we had a night game, just the approach and how you prepare for a night game. Now we have a noon kick at home. So I think there's a lot of value in that, getting experience going. Not that he hasn't done it before, because he has, but I still think it's just, he's in a different role. And so I think it's extremely valuable for him. And how much he'll play, I mean, I'll let you guys know on game day.
All right, we'll get to this shift in the narrative about Jordan Love in a second. But Tausch, help us out here, because you played in the league for 11 years. Do you need to experience the process leading up to playing in a noon game?
I think it's nice to do that, and we used to do mock games, and we'd practice at different times to try and get.
Sure.
Whether it's a Monday night road game, we'd go on a parking lot of a hotel and do a walkthrough. We'd find ballrooms. There is something to getting through the process, so that it's one less thing that you have to think about or worry about. But I actually, after seeing Jordan play on Saturday night, I thought that was going to be Deuce's B for the preseason. You feel good. You know where you're at, and you want to get your guy, because there was talk early he wasn't going to play in the preseason. That was, I thought, complete rubbish. And now you're really pushing I want to get him out there. I want to get him reps. And by the way, I think it's the right move. I think you want to get him especially with another week buffer before you're actually playing. You it used to be preseason, you go through, you get the cuts, and then you're back at it playing the next week. Well, now you have that it's almost like a bye week before you play the Bears. You got to play, and you want to go through the process so that it feels more normal when you play a noon home game or a noon road game, and you get through, I got to get up at this time. I'm going to have breakfast at this time. And you want to know what works for you and what doesn't. And even though you played and you've done this, you're QB1 now. And it's good to get all of those things checked off so that you feel, even if it's a little bit more comfortable in preparation for when the games count. I like the idea of what Matt's doing here.
You said that you know where Jordan Love is at. That was what you said after watching Saturday night. You know where Jordan Love is at. I want you to explain where he's at. I want you to explain to me, the dinosaur who thinks it's okay to still say, well, he's done some good things and he's been better than I anticipated and he looks like he doesn't get frazzled, but I'm still not sure how good he'll be when the games actually count and teams are game planning for him, because that's not the narrative right now. The narrative is, he is great. They've done it again. Another great quarterback.
That's the narrative from some folks. Let's slow our roll.
All right.
And I want people to be I have no problem. Fans should be as excited as they can be.
I totally agree.
Media people. Okay. And by the way, I got 3 text messages from restaurateurs. Tausch, don't worry. We're not charging for water anytime soon. Anytime soon. That leaves a little caveat. I had one of my buddies text and say, one of my buddies text and say we would charge for ketchup and mustard first, and I don't see that coming anytime soon. So I think maybe old T, as I've been known to do, overreacted by the European team. Maybe.
Euro T.
Tommy did text, and he has made a bold claim that you're not paying for tap water at Buck and Honey's anytime. So,
God, I love
I'll always know Buck and Honey's, you'll be able to drink tap water he didn't even use the term anytime soon. You ain't paying for tap water at Buck and Honey's.
Buck and Honey's, where the water's always free.
But if you combine it, but if you combine it with your Tito's, then you'll get charged, and you're okay with that because you know you'll be enjoying your favorite beverage.
Absolutely, Tito's is always worth it, and you can take it to the house this season and enjoy some tailgating from your own backyard. Tito's wants to make sure you have the best tailgate on the block, and you could win game day gear for your next gathering by entering to win. This is a cool promo. Tito'sTailgate.com. Tito's Tailgate. I always love, you go to restaurants, you go to these patios, and you got the orange and black Tito's umbrella. You know you're going to have a great time. You now can have your own tailgate in your backyard. Be sure to enter by November 15th for your chance to win a Solo Stove grill, a Brewmate back tap for batched cocktails, or a Tito's football jersey. For official rules, again, visit Tito'sTailgate.com. Must be 21 to enter. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
Tausch will give his assessment of Jordan Love's progression, and then I want to get into the narrative that is being created, and not just by some in the media, but it seems like even my guy Freddie Coleman. Freddie. Like, I thought Freddie was, even keel guy.
I'm kind of sad that Freddie, I saw the new ESPN national lineup.
I know.
Kudos to our guy, Evco. Awesome. Can't wait for the morning show.
Wisconsin alum, yeah.
Yeah, Wisconsin alum. That'll be a lot of fun. But I'm a little bummed that my guys are breaking up. Freddie and Fitz, no longer.
All right. Well, as long as Wilde and Tausch aren't breaking up, they'll both be fine, and I look forward to both of their shows. And I look forward to both of them joining us. I'm sure they'll be joining us to promote their new shows because we love both those guys. But even Freddie Coleman is on the hype train for Jordan Love. We'll talk about that, and we'll get Tausch's assessment next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
Pasquale's Cantina, the hottest restaurant in town, where the food is spicy and the drinks are cold. It's time to put on your shades and cruise over to the hippest southwestern joint in town, where the fiesta never ends.
Picture this, the Arizona Ranch Pizzeria, a crisp flour tortilla with grilled fajita chicken, Jones cherrywood smoked bacon, barbecue sauce, cheddar jack cheese, spiced ranch, and scallions. All served like a pizza. Pasquale's, Middleton, and Verona, bringing the flavors of the Southwest to the Midwest. Pasquale's Cantina.
Mark Tauscher here to tell you a little bit more about Everlight Solar. We all know that electricity costs are on the rise. That's why you need to talk to my friends over at Everlight Solar. Their local team here in Madison is here to keep it simple. From your no-cost consultation to solar panel installation, the team at Everlight Solar will be with you every step of the way. Not only will they help you save money, but by switching to solar, you're also helping save the planet. Everlight Solar, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Check them out at everlightsolar.com.
Take the long, strange trip with Scalzo and Brust. Weekdays from 4 to 6.
She bought a trash can with a cover.
That's because that was a better option for her at your place that she was staying.
Where am I supposed to put my wipes?
You know, I don't even go to the bathroom in your house because all I can think of is there's just poop in your trash.
There's not poop.
Yes, there is. What is it?
Leftovers.
Subscribe to the Scalzo and Brust podcast free on the Wisconsin On Demand app and wherever you get your podcasts.
John Hayes for Goodman's Jewelers. Help us celebrate 90 years in business by visiting us at 220 State Street. We've been a part of a lot of great moments, and we want to add to those special occasions. Our staff is here to help you make that perfect selection for your memorable moment. Come see firsthand why Goodman's Jewelers has withstood the test of time and why we're truly a destination worth reaching. Goodman's Jewelers, the Diamond Store of Madison, and a whole lot more. Goodman'sJewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
What does it take to make a diamond? Extreme heat and pressure and about 1 billion years. But you can't wait that long. What do? You go to Goodman's Jewelers. I'm John Hayes from Goodman's Jewelers. There's a reason we are the Diamond Store of Madison. Since 1933, we provided outstanding service and selection to our customers. And that in turn has helped to establish countless great memories through the years. Goodman'sJewelers.com. Located at 220 State Street. Truly a destination worth reaching.
What does summer sound like in a new Chevy? Find the best way to the ballpark with the Chevy Equinox navigation system. Load up the kayaks with room to spare and the spacious Chevy Trailblazer with 60/40 split folding rear seats. Haul out the camper and spend a night roasting marshmallows with the Chevy Silverado. Or feel the roar of the crowd and bring the whole crew along in the Chevy Traverse with seating for up to 8. So what are you waiting for? This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today. Traverse seating up to 8 standard and LS available on LT with second row bench seat, RS Premier and High Country seat 7.
I suffered with knee pain for almost 4 to 5 years. I wanted to have the conformis after looking at all the different options. I think having the surgery with the ortho team is the only way to go. They all look out for you as a patient. After the surgery, my life changed dramatically. It's so much easier to do the everyday things in life and just the things that we like to do as a family. And my wife told me, she says, now I can't keep up with you anymore.
Learn more at orthoteam.com.
Join the Wisconsin Badgers when Camp Randall Stadium comes alive again this fall. Now is your chance to be there when Coach Fickle and the team takes the field on September 2nd. Don't wait. Lock in your spot for game day today. For more information and to purchase your Wisconsin football tickets, visit uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS. That's uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
Tito's wants to make sure you have the best tailgate on the block. Win game day gear by entering to win at titostailgate.com. Enter by November 15th for your chance to win a Solo Stove Grill or a Brewmate. For official rules, visit titostailgate.com. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you want to leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me.
All right, Tausch. Where do you think Jordan Love is? I mean, right now, today, he's in a meeting right now because they have practice at noon. But where do you think he is after watching him on Saturday night, which, by the way, he played 3 series. One ended in the botched snap, one ended in a punt, and then the final one ended in a touchdown. He's played 5 series. They've scored 2 touchdowns. He's played 29 preseason snaps, and you made the point yesterday that we can't have it both ways and talk about how preseason isn't really like the regular season and it's not that meaningful, and then take what he's done and, in my opinion, some in the media, blowing it out of proportion how well he's done. So, and as you, as a former NFL player, assess him, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. And, again, fans should get excited. Fans should be happy with what Jordan has done so far. I think evaluators and commentators should be looking at this and saying, all right, I think we don't know a lot about Jordan. We don't know exactly how he's going to be, but he has been a very competent NFL quarterback to this point. Has he been awesome? He's had some awesome plays. Has he missed some stuff? He has. He is a quarterback that is learning and trying to grow into being a very good NFL quarterback. He's not there, but he is somebody that I think, with all of the unknowns and with what sample size we've seen, we saw glimmers, but we saw struggles. What are we going to get? And the problem in today's society, nobody can wait for anything. Everybody has to have instant reactions. Everybody has to have, and now you're dug in. If you say he's going to stink, everything you look at, you're going to try and spin it, and you're going to put up info if he throws a pick or if he fumbles a snap, or you're going to be pushing that narrative. If he's going to be the next Patrick Mahomes, you're going to be overplaying great throws and saying, look at what he did. And in the reality of the deal, as is most cases, the truth is somewhere in the middle, and this story is not written. But that doesn't mean people aren't going to try and pre-write what the story's going to be. But always remember Natasha Bedingfield. And the story is unwritten. We should be excited to see, and I think most Packer fans are. I spent a full day with I don't know how many, there's 200-some people at this outing yesterday. All love the Green Bay Packers. And people are excited. They're okay with the unknown. I think they like the idea. And Mark Murphy spoke afterwards, and one of the things he said is, I think the team doesn't have the burden of big expectations, and there are chips on shoulders of, we're going to be fourth in the division. Oh, the Bears are favored against us. That stuff is all new and unique to Packer fans. But as far as Jordan Love goes, it's a detriment from our media and how we cover things. It's showing itself with how this young man is being covered. It is the new era of throwing stuff out there, hoping you're right so you can take a victory lap, instead of just saying what you see and say, I'm going to take the brunt because I'm saying, hey, he threw a pick. He struggled today. Oh, you're a hater. Suck it. I mean, that's kind of where we're at. You have to be willing to deal with that.
I am.
Some people are, some people aren't. And the bottom line is, from Jordan's perspective, for me, I didn't know where he's at. He has been better than I thought he might be at this point.
Right.
He has looked, I think, incredibly in control and in command, but he's still throwing the ball at a low 50% completion rate in practice scrimmages and in preseason games, according to all of you guys that are there every day. And you look at the whole sample size, I don't want my NFL quarterback being a low 50% completion percentage guy. And one of the things I was on with Scalzi and Brust yesterday, Scalzi asked me, I thought, a great question, which isn't surprising because Scalzi is a smart guy. Would you be happy with Jordan Love having the stat line of Mac Jones as a rookie? And I'm thinking, I don't have a clue what Mac Jones' stat line was as a rookie. 68% comp. I don't remember the QBR because I think QBR is dumb. 20-some-odd tutters. I think he had 8 or 9 picks and almost 4,000 yards passing. And I said, absolutely, sign me up. If Jordan Love is completing 68% of his throws, Green Bay Packers are going to be in the playoffs. So sign me up. That's my bird's eye view of where we're at with Jordan Love.
All right, a couple of things there. One, I had no idea that Mac Jones, what would that have been, 2021?
Again, this was Scalzo and Brust, so take
30,
all of it.
All right, so 2021, he threw for 3,800 yards, 67.6% completion rate.
That's 68%.
22 touchdowns, 13 picks, passer rating of 92.5.
I'd take that this year.
Okay. Now, again, to just demonstrate how different we view Aaron Rodgers versus everyone else, Aaron Rodgers had a horrendous season last year, everyone would say. His passer rating was 91. He threw 26 touchdowns and 12 picks. Now, that's not what we expect from Aaron Rodgers, but he threw for 3,695 yards. So his numbers and Mac Jones's 2021 numbers, this is proof of expectations matter. That said, I believe a smart man quoted the great Billie Jean King once upon a time and said, pressure is a privilege. And the Packers clearly have not earned the privilege with the group that they have of having pressure on them. And so they're celebrating the fact that they don't have pressure on them based on what Mark Murphy is saying. I am encouraged by what I have seen from Jordan Love. I'm sorry that does not make for a great sound graph, but I find what he has done encouraging. I think, again, if you are a fan, and there is a group that blurs the line between fan and media, and they present themselves as media with a fan mentality, and they are very excited, and that's fine. I just want us to give him an honest accounting, because here's the other problem with doing this now. If things don't go well early, you have inflated expectations based on things that you probably should not have inflated them on because of what he's done in the preseason. So I hope that he continues his upward trajectory, because I've said 1,000 times I like Jordan. I am encouraged. He has been better than I anticipated.
Who do you like better, him or Jimmy Leonard?
I think I like Jordan better because Jimmy never returns my texts anymore.
Okay. That's fair.
Does he return yours?
I haven't texted him in a while.
So my point is that it's okay to just be encouraged if you're in the media. But again, and we're going to play Did You Hear This next, and you're going to hear some of the examples of what I'm talking about here. I don't understand why we feel the need to do this. I think you can have intelligent, reasonable discourse about him.
You do understand. You don't like it.
What? No. What
Jason,
good does it?
You
what
understand
good does
why
it
they're
do
doing
to
it.
do? No. So
because you get clicks and engagement. That's why people do.
You
stuff
think more
in the
people?
media.
You think more people tune in to Adam Shine on Mad Dog Sports Radio after he shouted into the microphone, "Jordan Love can't play football"?
I think he got millions of hits. I think he got millions of hits. And I think his salespeople, it's a lot easier to sell when you do that. That's what I think.
More people know who he is now than they did before.
Yeah, so you want to blame Adam Shine. It's the game, man. Play the game. I mean, look at Benny Brust. I was gone. Benny Brust does this Jets bit. He gets a million, I think it was 1 million hits or whatever it was. I thought, I don't know what your thought on it was. It looked a little squeamish to me. I told him yesterday I could never have done what you did, but I get it. You're about engagement and trying to get people to talk. All right, that's your shtick. Go for it. I would have felt really uncomfortable, but he did it. So it is what it is. You could say you hate it. That's the reality of your world.
You don't do it.
That's not my deal. That's not who I am.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. You don't do it.
But in fairness,
and the insight
I was
going to
do a Forrest Gump. I was going to do a Forrest Gump video yesterday.
Right, but then everybody lets you know that you sucked at it. My point is, and I'm not here to blow sunshine at you because I'd like to stay on the clock because I want to play some of these clips. But my point is that you can give insightful information and observations, and people listen to this show because they know what they're getting. They're getting the truth and some high levels of tomfoolery from time to time and really bad imitations. But my point is that you don't have to be that guy. You choose to be that guy.
You don't have to. But Jason,
and you can succeed at this without being that guy.
Yes, but it's just like all of these influencers, and I'm telling you, it was so irritating. We went into a library, and this influencer, and I put it in quotes, there's a library influencer that wouldn't let us walk up the steps because she's taken up 500 pictures. They're like, get the hell out of the way. I want to go up and see a little Bill Shakespeare up top. I don't care about you. What are you doing? What are you selling? I think it was in Porto.
Okay.
Dude, I couldn't believe it. I go up there, and there's a line 2 miles long, and I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Oh, it's to get into this library that the chick from Harry Potter was at. And I said, and there wasn't even anything Harry Potter in there because they canceled her because of some comments she made, but they're selling her out because this library's full. Yeah, J.K. Rowling. I'm looking like there's no way this line is for a library. I thought it was like for some hot restaurant or for some music. There's a mile-long line to get into a library. You had to pay for the bathroom. Can you believe that? And then these influencers are taking pictures. It's the society we live in is my point, Jason.
All right. I know, and I live in it too, but that doesn't mean we have to give in to it. All right. I'd rather stand in line to see J.K. Scott than J.K. Rowling. I would like to know if...
She wasn't even there.
If you were
They're not even there. She wrote her book. She wrote part of her book there or something. I don't know what, but
this
the
is
idea,
where she did her homework?
Jason, could you imagine going to Helen C. White, and it's a 3-mile line to get in. Can you imagine that?
No, I can't. What I can't imagine
Although that was ranked like one of the top spots to pick up like dating.
Oh, I'm aware.
At one point.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I didn't get.
Did you get back in the old card catalog, huh? A little shuffling back in the card catalog.
Talked a lot about the Dewey Decimal System.
Oh,
does that
Dewey
work?
Decimal.
Yeah.
You got your your Dewey Decimal.
Instead of talking about the Dewey Decimal System, talk about AmFam and our great partnership with AmFam instead of J.K. Rowling and.
Hey, Badger fans! If you want to get to Helen C. White, go ahead. AmFam's not going to do that, but if you want to get to a Badger game, which everybody's excited about, football, basketball, AmFam has you covered. A VIP experience with you and a friend. We'll receive pregame sideline or courtside passes, tour of the facility, tons of great merch to support your Badgers. Enter today at amfam.com/Badgers. No purchase is necessary. Dream fearlessly, insure carefully.
All right, we may not have time to play Did You Hear This? We may have to save that to the top of the hour. So we might discuss the greatest works of J.K. Rowling. We might discuss Tausch's swim pants.
Jason, I couldn't believe how long that line was for a library. A biblioteca, if you will.
Nice. That's German, isn't it, though?
No, it's Spanish.
No, it's Spanish.
All right, never mind. More next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Mark Tauscher here, reminding you that from farm to table, there is no better product and no better taste than Grassland Dairy. Milwaukee's had a great run of sports success over the last few years. Wisconsin's college success has been well documented for 3 decades now. And of course, we know our favorite football team up in Green Bay is one of the most historic franchises in the league. But even more impressive than all of those great runs, Grassland has been serving up delicious taste and high-quality butter since 1904. That is over 5 generations. Grassland's commitment to quality and excellence starts with the way farmers care for their cows and carries through every step of the process. They are proud to offer a wide range of reliable, delicious, nutritious dairy ingredients as they have for all these years. Butter better with better butter, and there is no better product and no better taste than Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy, crafting butter for 5 generations. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
This Badger Minute brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, proud supporters of Badger Athletics. Go to BadgerlandChevy.com. Former Wisconsin linebacker Nick Herbig is making his impact in his first year as a Pittsburgh Steeler. In this past weekend's preseason game against the Buffalo Bills, Herbig had 3 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 forced fumble. Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin, when he was asked about the 4th-round picks coming out party this preseason.
You know, we like doing business with Wisconsin, man. Just schematically, it's the same thing that made us comfortable when we drafted TJ and Loudermilk and Benton. And so I can't tell you that I'm overly shocked at what we're seeing from him.
Bundle a 250 series patio door and 8 double-hung windows with hidden screens for as low as $188 per month at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin at PellaWI.com.
Bringing summer gatherings to the next level is just another thing we do at Celebrations Entertainment. Hi, it's Jeffrey. With rental items like sound equipment, photo booths, and even yard games, you can make your event the party that everyone talks about. Any event like graduation parties, block parties, or even a backyard barbecue can be elevated with fun, interactive items to make everyone ask, hey, how'd you pull this off? Just tell them celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
You'll notice that some jewelry stores in the area are giving big, deep down discounts, as much as 60%. But you know what they're doing, don't you? They're just marking it up to mark it down. That's why for over 30 years, Chalmers Jewelers has offered you truth in pricing. You will always find great value on unique custom jewelry at Chalmers Jewelers, either in-store or chalmersjewelers.com.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison.
If you're looking to purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Honda, buy local. Shop Zimbrick Honda. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Oil changes, brakes, alignments, and warranties. Honda's certified technicians handle it all. And if you need new tires, buy 3 and get the 4th for just $1 when they mount and balance them for you. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
The summer of lower prices continues at Fleet Farm. Take Sprout Vitamin Feed Supplement for livestock. 25-pound bags, now only $19.99. And for you birders, KT Midwest Regional Blend is just $12.99 for a 7-pound bag. Plus, get 12 mega rolls of Quilted Northern Ultra for only $12.99. And enjoy Fleet Farm Beef Jerky for just $8.79 a pack. Look for new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life with price drops at Fleet Farm.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
All right, Tausch, we'll play Did You Hear This with some of these clips of the rave reviews Jordan Love is getting coming up to kick off the 10 o'clock hour. I'm curious if you could help me with a poll question, and it's not, are you willing to pay for water anytime soon in a restaurant?
Although, yeah, it seems as if now, again, restaurateurs aren't going to say, oh, yeah, we're going to start charging $5 a bottle. It seems like, at least in Wisconsin, we're going to be in the clear for a little bit. I'm still skeptical. I heard you played skeptic or believer. I'm still skeptical that in 5 years we're not paying for water, but I hope I'm wrong.
5 years. That is the right around the time the handshake will be reunited with us. All right, so I'm curious.
Is that your worst take ever?
It was a bad take. My school take, on the other hand, was completely correct.
I totally disagree. It wasn't a bad take. It just turned out to be wrong. But think about the time we were in.
That's typically a bad take. Well,
No.
If you're really wrong on something, that's a bad take.
Okay, I can tell you in the locker room, I am a fist bump guy now in the locker room. I've had multiple guys do that to me, and I have now just adopted that as the departure.
I shook Jerry. Jerry Kramer still has
got a broken
unbelievably strong
knuckle.
handshake.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a strong handshake and son of a gun now.
God, I love that guy. He's the best. All right, here's my question. If you were to ask, where do you feel Jordan Love is? Where are your expectations? Where are your feelings? What is your opinion of Jordan Love now? I'm workshopping this. He's going to be great. I like what starter. I see. Like I want fans to, because I also think that there's a chance that the hype train drivers are just the loudest, and there are others that are quiet that are thinking, I still want to wait and see.
Yeah.
And I just want to get I'm always interested.
You can't put that in there, though.
I understand. But just like the poll about should Sean Clifford be competing for the starting job, I wanted to see how big the group of individuals were that were pushing for Sean Clifford. So I would like to find out how big the group of hype train full speed ahead, like Back to the Future 3, where the train goes then off the tracks and into the ravine after they push the time machine back into 1985. I would like to know how many people are on all aboard the hype train. Are you all, I guess it's as simple as yes or no, are you all aboard the Jordan Love hype train or not?
There you go.
How's that work for you?
That's a fair question. Right. I think it's gonna be very, very much yes, I'm all aboard the hype train.
Like 80% yes? 80% yes?
What are your other choices? If you take away the hedge, yeah.
All aboard, choo-choo. I'm at the station, but I haven't bought a ticket yet.
I hate that option. We do that all the time. It's so,
There are lots of people in the middle.
I understand, but that's not, if you're doing a psychological
experiment. But we need to identify them. They deserve a voice.
You do. Hey,
why?
Jason, when it comes to Packer polls, I usually never veto anything you say.
All right, I'll keep workshopping that. We'll play Did You Hear This to kick off the 10 o'clock hour.
How can you put 3 hedges in there? Oh, he might be good if this. A train station, but the train's a little bit late. Or you're going to end up with 3 of the most bland, non-sequential
waiting
answers.
To buy my ticket. And I'll take the bus.
At the train
I'll drive
station,
myself.
but can't find the right platform.
All right, there you
I'm going to walk with a bad hamstring and pay for a ton of water.
And pay to
that
pee.
That could be the third one.
The 10 o'clock hour kicks off in 2 minutes. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Grassland Dairy is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin and sustained by innovation. Since 1904, the Wheatrick family has worked with hundreds of dairy farmers to consistently produce the highest quality dairy products. Grassland's commitment to quality starts with the way their dairy farmers care for their cows and carries through every step of their innovative processing and delivery. They are proud to offer a wide range of reliable and nutritious dairy ingredients. Grassland Dairy is family owned in Wisconsin and has been crafting butter for 5 generations.
This is gold medalist Matt Hamilton, and you're listening to A Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison, and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison for generations. Check them out at 220 State Street and online at goodmansjewelers.com. The Green Bay Packers back at practice today for the penultimate practice of training camp as they get set for the preseason finale Saturday afternoon, hosting the Seattle Seahawks. Plenty of people on the Jordan Love hype train, including ESPN Radio's Freddie Coleman.
Jordan Love is going to be fine. Don't be surprised if Green Bay challenges a little bit better in the NFC North. Jordan Love is not only going to be just fine, he's going to make some plays. He's going to do it with his arm. He can make plays out of the pocket, and guys are going to rally around him. I don't have any kind of lack of faith that Jordan Love is not going to be a good quarterback in the NFL.
Plenty of more reactions over at ESPNWisconsin.com to Jordan Love's first 2 preseason performances. Matt LaFleur has confirmed Love will play in Saturday's preseason finale. Baseball, Brewers, after a day off yesterday, finally return home to AmFam Field, starting a quick 2-game set with the Minnesota Twins tonight, 7:10 first pitch. Sophia Minard of Bally Sports Wisconsin, scheduled to appear at 11:15 on Wilde and Tausch.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. So, before we play, did you hear this? I'm putting the hedge in. I don't care what you guys say. It's my Twitter account or my X account or whatever it is.
I know.
So, right now I've got where, as a Packers fan, are you? By the way, I took some grief from the PR staff, not for the Ben Brust incident. That was a different discussion. But for my always capitalizing you in our polls. What do you think?
Why would they give you grief about that?
Because apparently I do it every single time. Which I just realized I did it again in this poll, so yes.
But you're emphasizing that.
Yeah, we don't want to hear what you think other people think. Otherwise, we capitalize other or people.
Well, why would Jerry come to the party? Well, why would Jerry come to the party? Why would Jerry come to the party?
Right, exactly.
It's all about how you emphasize the which word.
So right now, where, as a Packers fan, are you on the Jordan Love hype train? All aboard, choo-choo, mulling buying a ticket, and then I need an option for I'm not there. I'm taking the bus. I'll drive myself.
I'm selling shower curtain rings with Del Griffith.
That's more than 25 characters. All right, I'll keep workshopping this. Let's play Did You Hear This?
Selling with Dell.
Consider it the radio version of a conversation at the water cooler. It's time for Did You Hear This on Wilde and Tausch.
It is the Jordan Love Hype Train edition of Did You Hear This?
Haven't left the house?
Yeah, that's not bad. Stayed in my basement. Crashing at my basement.
That works.
Staying home for now.
So, Jason, two of these people I don't think you're particularly fond of. One person you're very fond of. What order do you want to do this in?
Let's get the ones I'm not fond of first.
All right, Dan Orlovsky weighing in on the Jordan Love
Can't
hype
believe
train
that was on the list.
on Get Up.
Why they believe in it. Why they believe in it so much. I understand
Wait
it's
a
the
minute. Hang on.
Well, that's too bad that didn't work. I'm so disappointed.
All right, from the beginning.
I think what we're seeing in Green Bay, Greeny, is why their blueprint is impressive and why they believe in it so much. I understand it's the preseason. I'm aware of that. But if Jordan Love plays in the regular season the way he has in the preseason, San Francisco, Philly, Dallas, they've got another person sitting at the table for the playoff.
Orlovsky says the Packers could be a contender if Jordan Love plays as well in the regular season as he has in the preseason. Tausch, do you think he can do that?
That is, listen, I like Dan, unlike Jason.
You're right. I do not like him.
I think his video clips and breaking down, I think fans should listen to what he says when he's breaking down film. Because he knows. He was almost a coach for the Green Bay Packers, for Pete's sake.
That's what I've heard.
But as far as this goes, this reminds me when I gave analysis of Hornibrook. When he went out to BYU and he missed one throw. And he played like almost flawless football. And I said, if Hornibrook plays like that against Ohio State and everybody else, they're going to win the national championship. Well, no blank. Dan, you know better. Preseason is not regular season football. I get that you have to put something out there every day. Lord knows we understand that. And he's completing it, and he's doing what he's doing. He's scoring 2 out of 5 drives with tutters. The Packers are going to be in really good shape. And Jordan Love will have a seat at the table. The question is, Dan, is he going to do that? You don't know. By the way, Matt LaFleur doesn't know. Brian Gutekunst doesn't know. Mark Murphy doesn't know. And Jordan Love doesn't know because he hadn't done it. That's not a sexy answer, but that's the reality of what the situation we're in.
For those of you who are curious, in the 2008 preseason for the Detroit Lions, Dan Orlovsky completed 59.5% of his passes for 499 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 83.1 passer rating. He then went to the regular season through 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, completed 56.1% of his passes, and his rating was 72.6. So he played in the regular season like he did in the preseason. Who's next?
Did you hear this?
You want the
Was that
one?
a shot at him?
I'm just saying he played the same way, so maybe that's why he
what
thinks.
Was your?
Maybe
when
he
you brought
thinks,
that up. What was the?
Maybe he thinks that how you play in the preseason is how you play in the regular season, and it would stand on his career that that's what happened during the year that he started the most games. He played the
Jason,
way he did in the
let me tell
preseason.
you let me take you down memory lane. I played in the Miami Dolphins preseason game in the heat. I ended up playing a full game.
Well,
Wasn't
that
real
must
happy
have sucked.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucked, and it was hot. And I'm going to tell you something. When I was going against like Trace Armstrong and Jason Taylor, I wasn't quite as good when I was going against the third-string D lineman to get from Illinois. I was pretty dang good. So, yes, but context matters.
Right.
And playing against studs and playing against guys that aren't going to be on the team, those things matter when you're evaluating people.
Yeah.
It just does.
No blank. Amen. Totally agree with you. Next.
Did you hear this?
All right, Jason, you want one that's going to irritate you, or you want one
No,
that...
keep irritating me. I'm enjoying this.
The Pat McAfee Show yesterday, weighing in on the Jordan Love hype train.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what Pat McAfee had to say, and I sure hope I took the expletives out of it.
Jordan Love, huh?
Man.
This dude's a player. Everybody was coming after us, thinking that we would not be Jordan Love supporters. I feel like we have been Jordan Love supporters. And watching him play, there's good reason that we've been Jordan Love supporters. The teammates love him. The Packers are going well with him. And against the Patriots, he's throwing missiles.
Yeah.
Jordan Love, I assume, has won over all the Packers fans that were maybe thinking we're going to be in a transition year and a bad year. And what I'm seeing out of him, Packers fans might be the luckiest group of people of all time.
What do you think?
Wow.
Jordan Love supporters since day one, the old McAfee Show. Luckiest people of all time, old T. How about
Consider
it?
myself the luckiest fans on the face of the earth.
I think for most Packer fans, you'd agree with that sentiment. But this idea of him throwing missiles, and he's not – we all want him to be the next Hall of Fame quarterback. At some point, the odds would say that he's not. But if he is, you have to give the Packer organization a ton of credit for they got it figured out. If you get 3 in a row, they got it figured out.
Yeah.
So right now, Pat's jumping the gun. Hey, I'm on board. Let it rip. That's what he's seeing. That's what he's. But again, do you want to temper your expectations? Or do you want to just let it rip? McAfee's a let it rip guy. Great.
We're not let it rip guys. Is that what we are? We're tempering expectation guys.
Well, I still think looking at it, Jordan again. The idea, I never thought he was going to be a stink pot.
Right.
But this idea that he has, been lights out, that's not what you're reporting. It's not what Domofsky's reporting. That's not what Bill Huber's reporting. He's been good, but he's still his completion percentage in a preseason format. If you're 55% and less, that ain't good.
He wasn't
Just
good
not.
on day 2 against the Patriots. He was really good on day 1. Good. I mean, good. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
And day 2, when they were pissed off and they were coming after the Packers, not good. And it's my job to tell you about both. And then we get to September 10th, and we'll have a 65-play body of work for that game. And then we'll see how he does in it.
You know what?
I'm
was
encouraged.
listening when Gary Ellerson was a cousin sub. I thought one of the things he said that was really interesting was if he can just be Donnie Magic Man or Lynn Dickey and lead this team to a playoff, Packer fans are going to be excited. And I think because so many people are of an age where they don't even know who those guys are.
Right. You're right.
Will Packer fans be okay with just average quarterback play and being a good football team? I don't think so. It's not what we're born on. That's not what the Jesse Nelson era and below have expected. So while you can win, it's been proven you can win. Are people going to be happy if Jordan Love is just an average quarterback? I don't think Packer fans will be at a certain point. This year they will, but moving forward, if he is Andy Dalton, that's going to get old real quick. Real quick.
Like Mac Jones is getting old in New England. All right, Jesse, you got one more that's not going to irritate me?
Did you hear this?
Your guy, Freddie Coleman, filling in on the mornings on ESPN Radio.
Keeping the seat warm for Evan Cohen.
He's also on the hype train.
Jordan Love is going to be fine. Don't be surprised if Green Bay challenges a little bit better in the NFC North. Jordan Love is not only going to be just fine, he's going to make some plays. He's going to do it with his arm. He can make plays out of the pocket, and guys are going to rally around him. I don't have any kind of lack of faith that Jordan Love is not going to be a good quarterback in the NFL.
Do you have any lack of faith? Freddie Coleman does not. Tausch, any lack of faith that Jordan Love will not be good in the NFL?
No, I think he is going to be definitely okay. I don't know if he's going to be great. I have no problem with Freddie saying I guess I would put it, he's not going to stink, which is, I guess, similar to saying he's going to be okay.
Right.
But this idea that he's making a ton of plays out of the pocket and doing all this stuff, I love Freddie. I fill in for Freddie. I've done shows with Freddie. He doesn't
been a guest a bunch with him. Yeah.
He doesn't know. Not as much as I have. He doesn't know. Fitzy doesn't know. Greeny doesn't know. No, you know
Weren't
what?
you with them
That's
until the
problem.
last sentence? Weren't you with them till the last sentence?
We started going into making plays with his feet and all this other stuff. That's when I kind of tuned him out.
He can make
but
plays
yes,
out of the pocket.
He is going to be. He is not going to be a bad. He's not going to go out there and it's going to be T.J. Rubley-esque. We're not. I don't think anybody's worried about that.
I'm not. No, he's not going to be bad.
I'm not either.
But I don't know if he's going to be good. I think he's going to be better than bad. I think he's going to be, right now, to me,
he's going
to
be better than bad.
Sweet.
What a glowing. Put that up there. Sound grab that, Jesse.
Let me finish. His floor. Remember when we did ceiling and floor? His floor is going to be, I think he's going to be average. And then his ceiling is, I think he's going to be on the cover of Madden alongside Christian Watson. But I think his floor is average. I don't think he's going to be a train wreck.
Can you really believe his ceiling can be Madden cover boy?
I don't. I don't think he's going to be that good. I think he's going to be.
I would agree.
I think he's going to be. I think if I had to say, Hall of Fame great, and I know we don't use Pro Bowls around here because they're cockamamie ideas, but Hall of Fame great, Hall of Fame great, very good, good, or average. I think he's going to be good. I don't even know if he's going to be very good. He's going to be better than average.
You know who I would love to see him be? Vinny Testaverde. I'd love to see him be a Vinny Testaverde.
You'd like to see him play 25 years in the league.
Years.
Didn't see
be a
Testaverde
really
coming
good,
up today.
Really good starting quarterback on really good teams for a long time. Yes, that's what I'd love to see. If you told me right now Jordan Love's going to give you a Vinny Testaverde career, I'm taking it right now.
Vinny Testaverde.
Let's play. I actually would love to play this game. Would you take this career for Jordan Love? And I'm talking find some very abstract guy. Phil Simms. Would you have him as Jeff Hostetler? I wouldn't. I don't want him as Jeff Hostetler.
Boomer Esiason played in the Super Bowl.
Jimmy
right?
McMahon. Jimmy McMahon. Would you want him to be Jimmy? That could be a fun game to play.
For his career, Vinny Testaverde threw for 46,233 yards in 21 NFL seasons.
Yeah, but Jason, he's not a Hall of Famer. That's why I picked Vinny Testaverde.
I understand why you did it. I just wanted to give you the stats. Career numbers, 275 career touchdown passes, 267 career interceptions.
It's a lot of picks for old Jordan and Vinny now.
Old VT.
Career passer rating, 75. Now, he did play in a different era. when the offense was different and you didn't have a lot of these short throws that would improve your completion percentage, etc.
His career probably spanned a couple eras.
That's fair. His career completion percentage was 56.5.
Ooh. All right, I'm going to call an audible here. Jesse, I'm going to send you the names of the 5 quarterbacks.
Isn't it?
I'm going to pick, and I want you to have the stat lines available for these 5.
Just let me do the stats. Just let me do them.
Okay.
He's got a lot going on back there. You send me your 5 quarterbacks.
So wait,
he's not even putting in-show trivia up. He doesn't even have in-show trivia.
You're sending us quarterbacks to find the stats to then ask you if you would take that career?
Correct. Yes, that is the game. That's what we're doing. I love it. I love the idea.
All right.
So,
hey, Jesse, are we having in-show trivia today or not?
No.
Okay. And you're off tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
at one point, if you're watching on the video, at one point, answers from in-show trivia like a month ago appeared on the screen. If you
that's
were
what
curious.
that's what made me reminded.
Well, Sam Bradford, what are you doing here?
Sam Bradford. That's an interesting name. Okay. I'll tell you one thing. Jordan Love's agent would be very happy if he has Sam Bradford's career. I can tell you
Certainly if he has his paycheck. Can you tell us about Kohler Services before you compile your list of quarterbacks that you'd like me to research for you?
Yes, I will, Jason. And you know what? I think you and everybody else should treat yourself to a new shower this summer. Kohler Services, local end-to-end bath and shower design and remodel service. Brought to you by Kohler, the family-owned business in Wisconsin for 150 years. Kohler is the only manufacturer offering fast professional installation and care for life. You can start enjoying your shower bath right now. You know what? The claw tub bath. I think it's underrated. A lot of European bathtub, claw bathtubs. That's something that you could look at. I'm sure Kohler Services can help you out. Now with a special offer, visit kswisconsin.com to request your free quote. Tell them Old T sent you. Again, that's kswisconsin.com.
I can't wait to find out which quarterbacks I'm looking up on Pro Football Reference. We'll all find out together next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB is hosting its annual Top Prospect Camp on Saturday, October 7th. Position players, pitchers, and catchers can showcase their skills for over 40 college coaches scheduled to attend. Registration is open to all players in the 2024 to 27 graduating years, and spots are available on a first-come, first-served basis. Sign up today at grbacademy.com. That's grbacademy.com. Raise baseball. Raise your game.
If you're looking to purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Honda, buy local. Shop Zimbrick Honda. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Oil changes, brakes, alignments, and warranties. Honda's certified technicians handle it all. And if you need new tires, buy 3 and get the 4th for just $1 when they mount and balance them for you. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
2023 is a very special year for Goodman's Jewelers. We're celebrating 90 years of serving the greater Madison area. John Hayes for Goodman's Jewelers. Needless to say, that's a long time and a lot of great memories working with you, our customers. During these 9 decades, we've never deviated from our pledge to you, which is earning your trust, delivering top-notch service, and a selection that's second to none. Discover firsthand why Goodman's Jewelers is truly a destination worth reaching. 220 State Street, goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
Life has its moments, times to remember and share. Make the most of those special occasions by visiting Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street. John Hayes from Goodman's Jewelers. We're here to help you make that perfect selection for your memorable moment. When you think of diamonds, you hear about color, cut, clarity, and carat weight. We can help you understand that, but we're equally concerned with earning your trust with the quality of our selection and our service. GoodmansJewelers.com, in the heart of downtown Madison. Truly a destination worth reaching.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
Hi, this is Lee, inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
All right, Tausch has given me some names.
You don't like the names I've given you, which is irritating.
I said, all right, listen. I said to Jesse, you can't hear me, so I talked behind your back, which I know you enjoy. I said, this is a great idea. I love this idea. Then this is the list that Tausch sent me. Mark Rippon.
This
Dalton.
reminds me of naming old catchers. I love thinking about 80s quarterbacks that were,
Stan Humphries. You could have given me 1,000 guesses. I would have never thought Tausch would have come with Stan Humphries. And then he followed it up with Neil Lomax.
I love Neil Lomax, man. That guy. It's
because he's got an X in his name.
Dave Craig would be another good one to put down.
So and
Milton native.
Yes, the pride of Milton College. And then Steve Bono was the last one you sent.
Yeah.
Former Packer Steve Bono.
Well, Jason, if I said John Elway, it'd be like, well, yeah, no blank
Correct.
blank.
I know, but
or Steve Young. Yeah, no blank blank.
You're living in the past, man. You're hung up on quarterbacks from the 80s, man.
Jason, I want to get my point on this whole thing is to get a snapshot of these guys' career played out. They were nice football players. They obviously started for enough time because if you pick somebody that started 1 or 2 years and washed out,
sure, no,
you're going to say no.
I understand. No.
Mark Rippon's kid is playing right now.
Fair. So here's but there's players you played against.
So is Joey Porter.
Right, you've played
Joey
against
Porter's kid's playing.
Right, you played against Antoine Winfield. His kid has been in the league for like 5 years now. Exactly. My point is, here's my point with your quarterback list, which I have looked up because I am happy to do that. The issue is the way the game has evolved, and you know this as well as anyone. Vinny Testaverde's completion percentage, if we moved his 21-year career up the space-time continuum and he was playing in today's offenses, he wouldn't be completing 56% of his passes because the offenses are designed for higher completion percentages now, right? That's fair. Like John Elway is one of the all-time greats. I don't think his career completion percentage is very far north of 60%. It's just a different game. That's all. That's my only issue. Now, let's begin with Stan Humphries, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Who I believe took the Chargers to a Super Bowl, if I remember correctly.
He did. They got trounced by Steve Young and the boys.
For his career with San Diego and Washington, he started 81 games, and his team's record in those games was 50-31. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's why I looked him up first, because he did have success, and I'm fine with you using him. I just wanted some recent people, too. Like Matt Hasselbeck, who's got kids that are graduating from college.
Let me tell you something. If he's Matt Hasselbeck, I'm very happy.
We'll get to him. All right, so Stan Humphries, for his career, he threw 89 touchdown passes against 84 interceptions in 81 games. So if Jordan Love averages just over one touchdown pass a game, that we don't like.
No, I'm vetoing Stan. I'm going to veto Stan.
You're out on Stan. His completion
Even
percentage,
though,
56.9. His career passer rating, 75.8.
Even though if he was, he would have gotten to a Super Bowl, and I think Packer fans, if you told us right now that Jordan Love's going to take us to a Super Bowl in the next 7 or 8 years, I think everybody'd be pretty happy with that.
No doubt. All right. Another one of your favorites, Neil Lomax. Who,
what a player.
Played
Gritty.
for
Took some shots.
Played for the St. Louis Cardinals. They weren't in Arizona yet.
Wow.
And then he played 1 year for the Phoenix Cardinals. They weren't Arizona Cardinals yet after they moved. He started 101 games in his career. His teams had a combined record of 47, 52, and 2. He threw 136 touchdown passes against 90 interceptions. Not terrible. He completed 57.6% of his passes, which, again, that's the game back then. Not as high a completion percentage. So his passer rating for his career was 82.7.
Okay.
So I would like to give you Matt Hasselbeck's career numbers, because you said that you would jump at that if he's Matt Hasselbeck. That would mean he would go to 3 Pro Bowls. He would lead his team to a Super Bowl. Probably should have won the Super Bowl. Matt Hasselbeck, for his career, 160 career starts. His teams were 85 and 75. His career passer rating was 82.4. He threw 212 touchdown passes against 153 interceptions. But he went to 3 Pro Bowls. I agree. If he's that, and frankly, if he plays like Don Majkowski, whose stats I have called up next, but plays longer than Don Majkowski did, I'm in for that too. Like Gary Ellerson said, Dickey and Majkowski, the issue for him, other than having been their teammates, is that they both had injury problems that prevented us getting a longer picture. And I certainly hope that's not the case when we look at Jordan Love's career. I would love to look up the statistics for another old school quarterback like Mark Rippon, but I did call up Majkowski's numbers, and these are those. He started for his career only 57 games, so small sample size. 26, 30, and 1 his teams were in his starts. He threw 66 touchdowns, 67 interceptions. His career pass rating was 72.9, so maybe I take that back. He was exciting, and we liked Don, but I'm not sure that that's good enough.
No, I think so. The reason this is a fun test, I think, for me and for you and hopefully for everybody listening, is it gives you an idea of what your expectations are for Jordan. And if they're out of whack and you think, well, I don't want him to be, I want him to be a lot better than Vinny Testaverde, I'm going to say, man, Vinny had a dang good career. And do we feel like we're entitled to have another Hall of Fame quarterback? Maybe. I would think most of us understand that if we can just get, and this is why I thought what Gary said was so interesting, if we can just get good, steady play, you're going to win in different ways and maybe in better ways than what you did with Aaron and Brett. And for as much as we've been blessed with all that great quarterback play, the skeptics always come back at you and say, well, you only got 2 chips out of that whole deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you can get 1 chip with Jordan Love or 2 chips, and it's in a different way where it's more game manager, it's more keeping it close to the vest.
Like Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer championships?
Is that going to take away from the championship? Absolutely not.
No, of course not.
And then do you get replaced with Elvis Gerback like they did with Baltimore? That's all the part of this that I think is why it's so intriguing to see where we're at with Jordan. And by the way, nobody knows
because it's all unwritten.
But that's what this whole thing, this little case test. Looking back at Stan Humphries, Neil, there are plenty of really good quarterbacks that gave their teams chances to win, but when you don't have that dog, the Mahomes, the Tom Brady, you're going to have a really hard time to consistently put yourself in that position, which Green Bay has been, which whenever New England or Tampa had Tom Brady, they were in. Ben Roethlisberger, they were in every year. When you don't have that guy, you're not going to be in it every year. But you can catch lightning and still win, as we've seen. It's just Packer fans are not going to be used to that at this point, and that's why I think we're all still hoping that Jordan can be the Rodgers, Favre, Neil Lomax type player.
All right, the poll is in the field, and I'm very interested in the early returns. I will talk about those coming up. I'm also interested to know, could you buy Coors Light in Barcelona or Porto? Yeah. They had Coors Light available? Really?
There's other beers. I mean, there's other beers, but none of them are as good as Coors Light.
Blue Mountains?
Coors Light brewed with what's that? Of course, if you're over there, there's mountains everywhere. Over in Europe. You got the Swiss Alps. You got all these beautiful mountains.
I'm learning all kinds of things about Europe that I didn't know, like you got to pay to go to the bathroom.
Hey, Coors Light brewed with a 3-step cold process, cold lager, cold filter, and cold package, so it's made to chill, and man, are we going to need it. I looked at the forecast. We got practices are being canceled because of the heat. It's going to be hot. And when it's hot, you need to chill, and Coors Light is what you need to have. Cold activated bottles and cans. Make sure they are baby blue when you're out in this heat, because Coors Light is what I'm always having when I need a moment to celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The early returns on the poll question on where you're at on the Jordan Love hype train. We'll give you the results when Humphries and Lomax returns. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed. Oh, yeah? Yeah, he's starting with the woots. Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Olson Toon has been customizing both residential and commercial outdoor living spaces since 1997. Matt Hamilton here from ESPN Madison. For over 50 years of combined experience in their management and design teams, Olson Toon has become one of Wisconsin's premier building and landscaping outdoor living firms. Landscaping and maintenance, irrigation, concrete work, pools, and more. If you have an outdoor living need, Olson Toon is here to help. Go to olsontoon.com to get started on your home project today. That's olsontoon.com.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
I'm coming!
Hi, Mark Tauscher. Tausch, you have mosquitoes in here.
It's like an insect zoo right now at my house. Here comes that wasp again. Incoming!
Shoo, you need Pella's 250 series of windows with exclusive hidden screens, protecting you from nature.
Yes, please. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin to the rescue.
Get a 250 series patio door and 8 double-hung windows with hidden screens as low as $188 per month. PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. See showroom for details. Offer ends 8/31/23.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm Vice President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
Take it to the house this season and enjoy tailgating from your own backyard. Tito's wants to make sure you have the best tailgate on the block. You can win game day gear for your next gathering by entering to win at titostailgate.com. Be sure to enter by November 15th for your chance to win a Solo Stove Grill, a Brewmate back tap for batch cocktails, or a Tito's football jersey. For official rules, visit titostailgate.com. Must be 21 years old to enter. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
The 2023 Putts for Pups golf outing, with proceeds benefiting the Dane County Humane Society, is back and bigger than ever. Jesse Nelson here, presented by Bruner Realty and ESPN Madison and hosted at Blackhawk Country Club. Putts for Pups is a great day of golf aimed at raising money for an even greater cause. Last year's event raised over $32,500 for DCHS. Donate or find out how you can get involved at putsforpups.com. Proudly sponsored by Zimbrick.
Hey Madison, it's Dan Andrews from Simden Chevrolet in Mount Horeb. By now you know that you're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevrolet in Mount Horeb. But what is a better buying experience? It's a car buying experience that is custom to what you want and need. We can be your trusted expert, or we can be hands-off until you're ready to purchase. If you're in the market for a new or new-to-you Chevy, truck, or SUV, make the short drive to Simden Chevrolet in Mount Horeb and see the difference a better buying experience can make.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
Watch every ESPN Madison show live every day. Subscribe to ESPN Madison on YouTube for live video of every show and exclusive content. Just search ESPN Madison.
We're over 400 votes on the poll question. It feels like there has been a huge sudden spike in the Jordan Love hype after 2 preseason games. Where, as a Packers fan, are you on the Jordan Love hype train? All aboard, choo-choo! Mulling buying a ticket or not leaving my house yet? You want to guess where these numbers are at, big fella?
I think half of the population here is going hype train, and then it'll split the rest of the way. That would be my guess.
I don't know how you do this. 51% all aboard, choo-choo. Wow. And he doesn't cheat. Like, he doesn't look it up ahead of time. Mulling buying a ticket, 30%, which is where, if I had to vote in this, that's where I would vote. I'm at the platform. I'm thinking about clicking my Apple Watch to use Apple Pay to buy my ticket. Not leaving my house yet, 19%. So that's where that stands. That doesn't surprise you. You nailed it. Well done. All right,
no,
now,
I think everybody wants to believe, man. Like, everybody wants to buy into the hype, and that's why a lot of media folks are selling the hype, is because it's what people want. It's like when you're looking at the political spectrum, you have a certain viewpoint, you're going to go to certain channels and platforms. It's the same exact principle.
Yeah, I hate that.
It's just, but that's
why we're not doing. I don't want to do that. I think we can do what we're doing.
Nobody's telling you have to do it.
I understand, but I think we can do what we're doing and do it the right way, and that's what we're trying to do. All right, so here's a stat line for you. Let's give Jordan Love 100 Packers starts. Okay? How's that sound? 100 starts? You know what? Let's give him 102, so we have the exact same number as this quarterback. 102 starts with the Packers. The Packers, over those 102 starts, go 51-51, which would mean there's probably a year or two where they struggle, and there's a year or two where they're really good, and the rest of the time they're kind of a little over 500, right? Okay. He completes 61.8% of his passes. He throws for 154 touchdowns against 109 interceptions. His career passer rating with the Packers over those 102 games is 85.2. He has an appearance in the NFC Championship game, but he does not have a Super Bowl appearance. If that's Jordan Love's career, you're not thrilled? Are you devastatedly disappointed? Are you like, all right, well, it's kind of what I expected? Where are you at if that is his Packers career over 102 starts?
If there's only one or two playoff appearances and you have one good push, no, I'm not happy with that.
Those statistics belong to Jay Cutler.
Yeah. If that's where your expectations are, I think you need to really reevaluate what this franchise and where our expectations need to be higher than that.
I guess my question is, it's not just the quarterback, and I don't know what Jay Cutler would have done had he had more competent general managers building his team.
Nah, they had a pretty doggone good defense.
They had a great defense, but this is why.
They had Brandon Marshall. I mean, they had Matt Forte. Let's not act like the Bears were a good football team Jay Cutler made plenty of mistakes, as Packer fans know.
Yeah. In his time as the starter, they had 3 winning seasons.
Yeah. If that's how many seasons was the 102 starts? Is that 5 or 6?
8. He had some injuries too.
If you're telling me that we can only make the playoffs 3 out of 8 years, and that we're going to go exactly 500, I'm not signing up for that program.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. And
let me tell you something, Jesse. I'd love for you to pull this, and I know I'm glad we didn't pull the water thing because I don't want to do 3 polls today. Packer fans should not be okay. That is as mediocre can be, and I don't know any Packer fans that are going to just sit here and say I'm great. It's fun.
Would he get 102
mediocre.
starts if he was that mediocre in Green Bay?
I'm convinced that I heard Mark Murphy, and this was not at the golf outing yesterday, so I'm not breaking anything. Did he not say that they will know about Jordan Love after 8 weeks?
That's what he said, halfway through the season.
What that tells me is that Russ Ball and him are talking, and after 5 or 6 weeks, they're going to decide whether or not they are not going to let Jordan Love go into a 1-year contract. They're going to extend him this season, or they will be moving on.
No.
Yeah.
No, if he's good, they're going to extend him.
I disagree.
If
exactly.
He's not,
if they think he's the guy, they will not. Jason, here, let me put it to you this way. If Jordan Love is anything close to what they hope for, he will have a new contract before December. If he does not have a new contract before December, I don't think there's. I mean,
you don't think he's getting 24 now? If he doesn't have a new extension, but he's not getting 24?
No, he won't get 25.
Right, but
he's
signed
got 2 years.
Okay,
I'm telling you, the Packers.
I just wanted to make sure that he still gets 2 years.
How many times do the Packers let a guy that they think is going to be the guy, and especially a quarterback, get into a contract year? Aaron Rodgers never did it. No. Brett Favre, was there ever a time other than when he was a restricted free agent?
No.
So you act like I'm saying something absurd. They're going to that's why when Mark said that, I'm thinking, yeah, they have a way they like doing business. They're guys. They got it with Elton Jenkins. If they think Jordan's the guy and they don't get him signed up on a contract they feel good about, It's going to tell you everything you need to know.
They felt like Bakhtiari was the guy. They didn't get a deal done until on the eve of the opener of the season that he was going into free agency. They let Micah Hyde walk out the door. They let...
He's not a quarterback, Jason.
I understand, but you only have two quarterbacks, and they're both Hall of Famers to use as examples. And Jordan Love is not going to do enough for them. I don't believe Mark Murphy's right.
So you think, hold up, this is really do you really believe that Jordan Love is going to play on a one-year contract? Let's say he's average this year. Mm-hmm. Jay Cutler-esque. Mm-hmm. You really think that the Packers are just going to say, let's play this out and let it rip?
Yes.
You think that's what's going to happen?
No, I
don't. I don't.
Dude, look who's around him. They are talking about playing guys so they get reps and they get work instead of winning games. They cannot possibly
Jason.
Yes.
Okay, it's fair. I understand your pushback on this.
Right.
But I'm telling you, listen to what Mark Murphy...
I heard what Mark Murphy said when he said it. My point is that I think it's possible for them to feel more optimism and more confidence in him and more encouraged about him and still not sign him to an extension halfway through the season because they're not sure. That's why they did this half measure of the contract. And then if they get 4 games into 2024 and he's off to a blazing start, then they're like, hey, we can't mess around anymore. We got to get this deal done. I think he gets an extension in 24. I don't think he gets one this year. I don't, because I don't think he's going to show enough in the first half of the season, no matter what Mark Murphy says, where they're going to be convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt. He's going to have to be really good.
I disagree so much with that. I think they have the cap space. They love doing deals at the end of the year and roll that money in that they have left, which they have cap space left. And they're either going to extend him or they're going to look at something else. That's what this year is going to be about.
What is something else?
I know he's got a
Another
2-year
quarterback?
commitment. I just don't envision Jordan Love playing on a 1-year contract next year. I just don't. It doesn't matter. He's either going to showcase and the Green Bay Packers will take care of him, or you're going to have all that doubt. It's just not how the Packers do business with quarterbacks. Yeah. It never has been, and I don't think it's going to be moving forward.
How good does he have to be for that to happen then? You tell me.
That's a Mark Murphy, Russ Ball question. I don't know.
Had it been Goody who had said this, I would believe you. If the fact that it was Mark Murphy that said it makes me wonder how accurate it is. Let's play trivia. Jesse,
what are you trying to say? You don't think Mark Murphy knows what's going on with the decision-making at quarterback?
No, he doesn't get. He doesn't get to. He's not the one evaluating. Goody's the one evaluating. And they are they're still
Goody was
hedging
evaluating and Goody did not want to give Aaron Rodgers a $60 million a year contract. Who are you kidding?
Yeah, that's we're comparing two people that are different.
Did Goody want to give? Well, you just said it's Goody's call. Goody's the one making the call. He's the evaluator. He evaluated. He didn't want to give $60 million. Mark Murphy and Russ Ball, I think they did. Right?
And Mark Murphy's presidency is coming to an end. I don't think that he is going to decide whether they give Jordan Love a contract or not midway through the season. I don't think that's him deciding. How
does
involved
Goody
do you
have
think
to
he
go
is
to
in the
Mark
football
Murphy
program now?
Does Goody have to go to Mark Murphy and say, "Hey, we're extending Jordan Love. We want to give him this," and he has to sign off on it?
That's different. Mark Murphy's not going to Goody and saying we're extending Jordan Love.
Do you think Goody went to Mark Murphy and said, "We're giving Aaron Rodgers $60 million a year"?
We're not talking about Aaron Rodgers, Tausch. We're talking about a different player.
Talking about paying quarterbacks. I'm talking about paying quarterbacks.
You see the difference in what you're asking, right?
I understand it, but when you just made that statement,
I am agreeing
that it's
with
up
you.
to Goody.
Right. Rodgers is the outlier.
He's a starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers that had to get paid. You're talking about who makes the call on paying the quarterback. It's not an outlier. It's not.
Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers are now the same in this discussion.
Paying
because they're both being paid.
He's not Jordan. Jason. Jordan Love is not going to get $60 million a year, but for you to act as if Mark Murphy doesn't have say in whether or not they're going to extend the quarterback, I don't think you know the structure's changed. Yes, he does have say in that. What are you shaking your head about? You know I'm right.
Let's play trivia.
Am I wrong? Does Mark Murphy have say in whether or not the quarterback gets paid?
I believe it will be signing off as opposed to telling Goody he has to do this, which is our theory on what happened with Rodgers' contract. And there's a difference between saying you have to sign this guy as opposed to saying, oh, you want to sign this guy? Okay, I agree. There's a difference.
So how do you think? So how did the Rodgers thing play out then in your mind?
Goody said, I freaking hate this guy. I don't want him anymore. And Mark Murphy said, I don't care. We have to pay him.
So
that's
Mark
how I
Murphy
think it happened.
did have a say in it.
I didn't say he didn't have a say in Rodgers. I'm saying it's different to tell your GM you're signing the guy as opposed to saying when the GM says, I want to extend him, and you say yes. Those are not the same.
So a lot of times what happens when you and I get into these, I need to have an independent counsel.
Well, Jesse's not that. He's afraid of me, remember?
Oh, he is afraid of you. Whose side of you are you on this, me or Jason?
Today's trivia category, Wisconsin versus Minnesota. With the Twins coming to play the Brewers, Wisconsin and Minnesota rivalries. Trivia.
I just love the fact you can't distinguish between the two. It's the quarterback. Paying the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers is a big expense.
You can't distinguish between the two.
It is a big expense that Mark Murphy, as the head of the whole thing, has say in. This isn't Goody saying, "Hey, Mark, we're signing Elton Jenkins. Oh, great, we love him. Let's pay him."
There's a difference.
This is different.
Yes, there's a difference between telling the GM to sign him versus signing off on the GM wanting to sign him. Caller 3, right?
Okay.
Caller 3.
All right.
844-770-3776.
Oh, this free water is so good.
844-770-3776. Caller 3 for Wilde and Tausch Trivia next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Don't accept anything less than your best self. If you're feeling more run down than you did when you were younger, struggling to lose weight, losing muscle tone, trouble sleeping, and loss of libido can all be signs that you need to see Dr. Nestor Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. Jim Rutledge here. Change your life and see if hormone optimization is right for you. Don't settle for less than the best. Go to Carbon World Health. Learn more at carbonworldhealth.com or give them a call at 608-709-8089.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Stoughton Trailers. Big trailers and big opportunity at Stoughton Trailers. Positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, engineering, supply chain, and more. To apply today, go to stojobs.com. Former Wisconsin linebacker Nick Herbig is making his impact in his first year as a Pittsburgh Steeler. In this past weekend's preseason game against the Buffalo Bills, Herbig had 3 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 forced fumble. Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin, when he was asked about the 4th-round picks coming out party this preseason.
You know, we like doing business with Wisconsin, man. Just schematically, it's the same thing that made us comfortable when we drafted TJ and Loudermilk and Benton. And so I can't tell you that I'm overly shocked at what we're seeing from him.
Bundle a 250 series patio door and 8 double-hung windows with hidden screens for as low as $188 per month at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin at PellaWI.com.
Zimbrick Chevrolet.
When was the last time you had your oil changed or your tires rotated? Do you need new tires, a battery, perhaps some windshield wipers? Zimbrick Chevrolet Service Center is equipped to help you with routine maintenance, major repairs, and everything in between. Get your free battery inspection coupon and schedule an appointment today at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Don't overpay. Shop Zimbrick Chevrolet on Main Street in Sun Prairie.
Main Street, Sun Prairie, Zimbrick Chevrolet.
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Holman Lindsay has grown over the years to 26 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Holman Lindsay has the paint you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Holman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. All so you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Take the long, strange trip with Scalzo and Brust. Weekdays from 4 to 6.
She bought a trash can with a cover.
That's because that was a better option for her at your place that she was staying.
Where am I supposed to put my wipes?
You know, I don't even go to the bathroom in your house because all I can think of is there's just poop in your trash.
There's not poop.
Yes, there is. What is it?
Leftovers.
Subscribe to the Scalzo and Brust podcast free on the Wisconsin On Demand app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Dash the Dane. That's right, Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company has expanded their delivery offerings with DoorDash. New customers get $5 off your first order of $25 or more. And don't forget, Dash Pass subscribers always receive free delivery. Order delivery today at GreatDanePub.com or on the DoorDash app and get food delivered from the Great Dane closest to you. Downtown, Hilldale, Fitchburg, or East Madison. Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company, Madison's home for craft beer and pub food since 1994.
Tito's wants to make sure you have the best tailgate on the block. Win game day gear by entering to win at Tito'sTailgate.com. Enter by November 15th for your chance to win a Solo Stove Grill or a Brewmate. For official rules, visit Tito'sTailgate.com. Must be 21 plus to enter.
If you missed that argument, we'll revisit at the top of the 11 o'clock hour, which should have started already. But you can catch up on Wisconsin On Demand.
Your clock management is McCarthy-esque today.
Very, very, very frustrating.
Oh, it was so good when you were gone. Oh, it was great when I was gone.
Yeah, as he continues to push the clock back. WisconsinOnDemand.com and the Wisconsin On Demand app. Thanks to David and his team for supporting the show and for supporting Wisconsin On Demand. Grubel offices, one call. That's all. Let's play trivia. Let's talk to Eli in Reedsburg. Eli, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning, thanks. How are you?
Good. The category, which you may or may not have heard over our shouting, is Wisconsin sports versus Minnesota sports. Tausch has question number 1.
All right, Eli, which team leads the all-time head-to-head series between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings? Is it the Pack, the Vikings, or both have won the same amount of games?
The Packers.
Yes, sir.
1 for 1. All right, Eli, question 2. Which team leads the all-time head-to-head series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Minnesota Twins? The Brewers, the Twins, or both have won the same amount of games?
Let's go with Twins.
2 for 2.
All right. I got a feeling you're going to know this question. Which team leads the all-time head-to-head series between the Bucks and the Timberwolves? Is it the Bucks, the Timberwolves, or both have won the same amount of games?
Bucks.
I have a feeling you're not going to get it right.
That is tough.
Imagine my surprise when coming up with this concept and then discovering the Bucks and Timberwolves are tied all time with 33 wins apiece.
Oh, that would have been I was going to go with that, too, since it was in every single question.
Yeah, unfortunately you didn't, Eli. I'm sorry, buddy.
I did.
Eli, you got to get inside that deep, dark mind of Jesse Nelson.
I didn't even know it when I started making the questions.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
That's a place you don't want to go, Eli. Eli, you still got 2 out of 3. That means you got 3 out of the 4 possible entries into Friday's drawing. We appreciate you playing, and we're sorry we're abbreviated with you, but my clock management is poor. Thanks, buddy.
That's all right.
All right, that's trivia. I want us to clarify our positions, because I've got tweets saying, I agree with Tausch. I don't even know what they're agreeing with, though. Are they agreeing with the fact that he'll get an extension if he's good? Because Tausch and I agree on that. If he's good, I agree he's getting an extension. I'm not sure they will have ample evidence to know he's good enough to give him the extension. And
That's
then
not what we were arguing about.
The other part
That's
is,
not the
can I finish?
Yeah, go ahead.
The other part we were arguing about, God, it's great to have you back, is how much say will Mark Murphy have in this? Now, that we were definitely arguing about. We'll continue that conversation to kick off the 11 o'clock hour at 11:07 in 2 minutes. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Mark Toscher here for Chalmers Jewelers. Well, it's always a good time to get that special someone in your life a beautiful gift. And when I'm in need of a new piece of jewelry, Chalmers Jewelers is my go-to place. Whether I want a timeless classic or a one-of-a-kind piece, Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison has just what I'm looking for. My life has been made so much easier thanks to the great team over at Chalmers Jewelers, and is the reason I keep going back for more. Visit chalmersjewelers.com to find your perfect new piece of jewelry today.
This is Derek Engler. You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by ESPN Madison and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. Subscribe to watch Wilde and Tausch, Scalzo and Brust, and all your favorite daily ESPN Wisconsin shows, plus interviews, live games, and bonus content. Subscribe to ESPN Madison and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. Everybody's singing the praise of Jordan Love following his first 2 preseason performances, at least on the national scale. We've heard a bunch of people say it on Get Up. We heard Freddie Coleman say it earlier this morning on ESPN Radio.
Jordan Love is going to be fine. Don't be surprised if Green Bay challenges a little bit better in the NFC North. Jordan Love is not only going to be just fine, he's going to make some plays. He's going to do it with his arm. He can make plays out of the pocket, and guys are going to rally around him. I don't have any kind of lack of faith that Jordan Love is not going to be a good quarterback in the NFL.
ESPN Radio's Freddie Coleman. Find plenty more analysis over at ESPNWisconsin.com, including the preseason power rankings. Gotta love that. Baseball, Brewers back home at AmFam Field tonight, hosting the Minnesota Twins. First of 2 games, 7:10 first pitch. Sophia Minard, Valley Sports Wisconsin, scheduled to appear in 10 minutes.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch kicks off now. A couple of responses to our poll question, which I think is interesting. We're now at 50% all aboard choo-choo, 30% mulling buying a ticket, 20% not leaving my house yet on where you're at on the Love hype train. But I wanted to read a couple of these responses. From Northland. Wait till they start 6-2 or 7-1, which is totally realistic based on who they play, before a brutal stretch for the remainder of the season. The hype train will be off the tracks. Andy, you guys nailed it yesterday. We see improvement. The needle is trending up, as Tausch pointed out. And as Wilde noted, Love is poised. He's not frazzled at all. And I loved when he jumped up after that late hit and wasn't having it. Showed some dog we hadn't seen from him before. Yeah, Totally agree with all of it. And then Richard, it's preseason. If you can't have wild and over-the-top expectations now, when can you have them? Also
yeah,
fair.
It reminds me a lot of the Monday mornings or Tuesday mornings, the overreaction early in an NFL season, because that's what makes this fun. We do it. I love that part of it. You should get excited as a fan. And you don't comprehend that because you're not a fan. So that's the part that makes me laugh about the whole thing, because this is sports. Enjoy it. Live with the roller coaster and ride it.
All right,
I got no problem with it, but don't be Johnny Credible Media and try to act like you're being. If you want to be a fan, let it rip, man. I'm all in on it. I want people to be passionate and letting us know this is how we feel. And I don't have a problem saying, Tausch, you're an idiot. You think this? Yeah, I might be right. Probably not.
All right, so now on the Jordan Love contract extension concept, Matt Coonan chimes in and says if Jordan Love has the kind of 8-game start that Rodgers had, where he had 15 touchdowns and a 2-to-1 touchdown-interception ratio, he thinks Jordan Love gets an extension. We were not arguing about whether or not Jordan Love gets an extension if he's playing well. If they all feel as encouraged as they are now, if this carries into the regular season and he's playing well, I agree. They're not going to have him go into 2024 on that half measure of a contract. The question I have is, what exactly does he have to do for them to know? And that's why I'm skeptical of Mark Murphy, because I think we have a coach who is uncertain about what Jordan Love really is, and we have a GM who drafted him who really wants him to be what he hopes he is. And we're going to get to the midpoint of the season, and if it is not clear-cut on whether or not he is good enough to get an extension, which is a possibility, I don't see them extending him if they're not convinced. And they have not gotten ample evidence to be convinced, because when you're wrong about quarterbacks and you pay them handsomely and you turn out to be incorrect, you create real kinds of problems. They've got $13 million in available cap space right now. So if they get to the midpoint of the season and feel that way about him, Tausch is right. They absolutely can do it. Our disagreement, which you couldn't maybe understand while we were yelling at each other, is that I don't think Mark Murphy's role is anything beyond telling Goody, okay, you want to extend him, I'm on board with that. As opposed to with Aaron Rodgers, who we both agree, why are you throwing your arms up? Do you not see the difference between
Jason,
the team
say
president?
what you just said again. Say what you just said again about what Goody says to Mark Murphy. Just say that again.
Goody goes to Mark Murphy and says, I want to extend Jordan. And Mark Murphy says, good, I'm on board with that. That's not.
It's the same
thing. Would you
thing.
stop rolling your eyes? Because it's not the same as Goody going to him and saying, I don't want to pay Aaron Rodgers $50 million. And Mark Murphy saying, I don't give a damn, you're paying him. If you don't see the difference between those two, then I don't know how to argue this with you.
Jason, here's the deal. You're saying if Mark Murphy says, no, I don't think that's a good idea, let's play this out, they're going to play it out. That's my point. It's the exact same thing when you're saying that he doesn't have a say. Yes, he does. He doesn't. I don't think it's when you're saying, well, David Bakhtiari, or you're saying Josh Myers or Tom, or they're not going to get involved. But when it comes to my point on this whole thing, and this is where you were being stubborn, and that's why I had to fight you.
Yeah, you're not stubborn ever. That's true.
No, I'm stubborn sometimes. When you don't understand, or you do understand, you just don't want to believe it, Mark Murphy can tell, because I am not convinced, and somebody could tell me I'm an idiot, that Brian Gutekunst wanted to pay Aaron Rodgers $60 million a year. I never will be convinced that that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying if Mark Murphy looks at this, because Brian Gutekunst is invested, he is going to be on the side of anything Jordan Love is putting out there, he wants to promote in a positive light because that's his guy. He could say to Mark Murphy, I think Jordan has shown enough that we think he's the guy in the future. And Mark Murphy could say, I don't see it. We got him for 2 years. Let's see another year play out. There's going to be another year, and you're going to play it out.
Yeah, all right, I agree. But again,
that was all I was arguing with you about.
That's
it.
I'm okay. Do you believe that they would have that different of an opinion on what Jordan Love does through 8 games? Do you think that that's a possibility? No,
yes.
No, not on Rodgers. Let's just talk about Jordan Love, okay?
Okay. Boy, who would have ever guessed that you, of all people, would say, let's not talk about Aaron Rodgers. Let's just talk about Jordan Love. I don't think I would have ever heard that in my entire life. But, Jason, and I know we need to go because Sophia's coming up, all I'm saying is the quarterback, and you know this, it's different. It changes franchise. It is something that Mark, Bob Harlan, everybody involved is intimately involved in because it directly affects everybody's bottom line. That's why it's different.
Tausch, tell us about Fortria and your bottom line.
Well, if the Packers are going to extend Jordan Love, they're going to need a lot of money. And you know what? If you're looking for extra spending cash, Fortria, formerly LabCorp Clinical Trials, has you covered. Fortria, even though the name has changed, they remain committed to bringing you the same great experience, professionalism, and new opportunities just under a new name of Fortria. And they have a couple of studies that will bring you some cash. Healthy adults ages 18 to 60 with a body mass index of 18 to 32. That study involves 2 stays with 15 nights. Compensation can be up to $13,820 plus another $300 per qualified participant. Go to FortriaClinicalTrials.com. That's Fortria, Fortrea, clinicaltrials.com.
Sophia's next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
I'm coming!
Hi, Mark Tauscher. Tausch, you have mosquitoes in here.
It's like an insect zoo right now at my house. Here comes that wasp again. Incoming!
Shoo, you need Pella's 250 series of windows with exclusive hidden screens, protecting you from nature.
Yes, please. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin to the rescue.
Get a 250 series patio door and 8 double-hung windows with hidden screens as low as $188 per month. PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. See showroom for details. Offer ends 8/31/23.
My eye doctor gives me a lot of great advice, but the best piece of advice she ever gave me was where to go for LASIK. TLC Laser Eye Centers. Did you know that TLC has performed over 2.3 million LASIK procedures nationally, including treatment for over 10,000 doctors? Doctors recommend TLC because that's who they trust with their eyes. So book your free consultation now at TLC Laser Eye Centers, the doctor's choice for LASIK.
Right now, TLC is offering 20% off LASIK when treated in August. That can be over $900 off when treating both eyes. So call 888-TLC-2020 or visit saveontlc.com. That's saveontlc.com. The doctor's choice for LASIK. Must mention this promotion and be treated in August of 2023 to qualify. 20% off standard price of procedure. Cannot be combined with any other offers. Go to saveontlc.com for details.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
The best quality roofs, siding, windows, and doors, expertly installed and at an affordable price. Hi, this is Bo from Ridgetop Exteriors. We're the trusted local experts you can count on for your home exterior projects. There's a reason so many customers recommend us after we help with their projects. Go to ridgetopexteriors.com for a free estimate.
Metro Kia of Madison knows that inflation might be pinching your budget, and they want to help. With 80 new vehicles on the lot and offers like 2.9% APR financing for 48 months on 2023 Kia Souls, 22.30 per 1,000 borrowed, now is the time to buy. Receive a $500 Visa gift card and 2 years, no charge maintenance included with new vehicle purchases. 90 days deferred payments available to qualified credit. The deals are at Metro Kia of Madison. Learn more at metrokiaofmadison.com. That's metrokiaofmadison.com.
Dash the Dane. That's right, Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company has expanded their delivery offerings with DoorDash. New customers get $5 off your first order of $25 or more. And don't forget, Dash Pass subscribers always receive free delivery. Order delivery today at GreatDanePub.com or on the DoorDash app and get food delivered from the Great Dane closest to you. Downtown, Hilldale, Fitchburg, or East Madison. Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company, Madison's home for craft beer and pub food since 1994.
Hi, I'm Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock with Retirement Income Strategies. And what sets us apart is we're an independent, family-run office. We help clients like you understand the financial world and build a portfolio that's in your best interest. To learn more, go to MadisonMoneyGuy.com.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Music means that Sophia Minner from Valley Sports Wisconsin, the Milwaukee Brewers, is joining us. Jesse, what time does Sophia have to be out?
11:30.
All right,
Keep it tight, fellas.
So we can't talk about the Philly fanatic and his inappropriate behavior in pursuit of her.
Blooper.
Whoa, Nelly! Hi, Sophia. How are you today?
Hi, guys. I'm good. How are you?
Do you ever get in an argument with Rock or Brian Anderson or Jeff Levering, Craig Kashan, Vinny Rotino? Do you ever get in arguments?
Yeah, I guess sometimes we do. It's never anything serious, but we have sometimes we have differing opinions.
That's Levering, isn't it?
Yeah, Levering's a real rascal, isn't he?
She's pleading the fifth,
No,
I think.
for the most part, we all, we honestly don't really argue about anything serious. If anything, it's like sometimes we'll just kind of stir the pot to push some buttons and get someone going. So.
Yeah, I don't know what that's like. Yeah. Well, that's why we're running late, so we need to be brief. How you feeling about this baseball team that you cover so closely that Jesse wrote off and had Dunzo the Clown coming in on? Still being in first place, coming off a sweep, things are good.
Things are good. Yeah, I mean, I think this was a challenging trip for them. The White Sox, the Dodgers, the Rangers. The Dodgers being first in the NL West, the Rangers being first in the AL West. Two very similar teams in terms of like really high offense, really good pitching, just overall like very solid teams. And the Dodgers series obviously didn't go the way that they wanted. They didn't really play clean baseball. They made too many mistakes. The offense was really quiet. Late night travel, getting into Texas at 5 a.m. and then they bounced back and they put up big offensive numbers and they get great pitching and come away with a sweep. So, I think overall to go 6-3 on that road trip is really encouraging, and you kind of just keep it moving forward now.
Yeah, Sophia, that was impressive because you just said it. Tough 3-game set against the Dodgers, struggled, didn't get anything, and then to go in, and to me it was really impressive the Sunday game because you start looking at it and you feel good. You know you're going home. You get a day break, and I think that says a lot about this team taking it on a day-to-day. They take it day-to-day and don't give in because that would have been one of those games. Hey, we just got back. We won the series. Let's rest, get out of here, and go. But they put the pedal down and won another game, swept the team that's pretty good. Doesn't that tell you a lot about the makeup of this baseball team?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're totally right. And I think, just like sort of logistically, I think you're right of like, it was the 5 a.m. travel on Friday, followed by a 3 o'clock game on Saturday, and then, Sunday, it's like you're at the finish line. And there honestly, it doesn't sound like it, but there really is a big difference between like a 6-3 trip and you're coming off of a sweep. Even if you go 5-4, I think you feel pretty good about what you've done, but you feel like, man, it would have been nice to get that extra game. Adrian Hauser pitched great on Sunday, and then, Tyrone Taylor had just a great weekend in Texas. Willie Adames had a great weekend in Texas. So it's just, you get guys stepping up, and you feel good about like how they were able to just, really flush that entire Dodgers series and everything that went wrong, and get the job done. So I think for all of them, it's like you feel really good about being able to do that.
So, Sophia, when you talk to Willie, is it, he's been struggling and then he has a little bit of a breakout there. Is this, do you hope kind of that this is going to get him going to finish this season up? Or how from just talking to him, the mental part of it for him this season, do you think he's going to break out, or how do you think he's approaching this moving forward?
Yeah, I think Willie deserves a ton of credit for how he's handled this year. Obviously, it has been a struggle for him. It has not been consistent. The offensive numbers are not where he would like them to be. And this is definitely a player that, like, he is expected to produce, and I think he's done an excellent job of separating, like, the offensive struggles and what has gone wrong. And it's certainly not for lack of effort. He's out there all the time doing early work with Ozzie Timmons and Connor Dawson. But he's been able to separate that from his defense. I mean, he's at a premier defensive position. I don't think we should overlook that like his defense at shortstop has still been excellent. It's like you look at the road trip, it's like Willie was wearing it more than anybody. He struck out 4 times, which obviously every player hates. He's the final out in that 1-0 shutout on Thursday. And then he bounces back the very next day and delivers, 5 hits, all of them with 2 strikes, the home run. It's just like he delivers this monster day, and it's like that's kind of, as a player, like what you have to be able to do is just, Craig calls it like staying in the fight. You just have to like move on to the next day and like continue to trust the work that you're doing and believe that like you can break through and kind of build off of that. So I think Willie deserves a ton of credit for how he's handled it. Absolutely wearing on him. He's disappointed, but he's still working at it. He still believes. He still has confidence. So we hope that he can get it right.
All right, Sophia, we love your insight on this team, but I have 2 goofy questions for you before you go. One, is Rowdy Tellez a big dog lover? Because I really want his bobblehead that's coming out, and he's got 2 dogs sitting with him. What's the story behind that?
Yeah, he does love his dogs. He has 2 of them. I believe they're both rescues, which I think is why it's tied to the bobblehead.
Mm-hmm.
So, so Rowdy, we're all happy to have Rowdy back too, which is great. So I think the bobblehead is this Saturday, if I'm correct.
Okay. You know anybody that can get me one of those? I've got a Packers game.
Come on.
We could effort that.
This is what we're doing now. This is what you're going to do.
Well, wait a minute. Wait till I get to the next question before you really get irritated with me. I believe Monday the 14th was a travel day for you between Chicago and L.A. Am I right with that? Think back to last Monday. Or did you manage to, before you left for L.A., did you get to come back to the stadium for Pink?
No, we went right from Chicago to L.A., so we missed Pink. But I've seen her before at Pfizer Forum, and it is an absolutely incredible show. She's one of the best, I think, performers and entertainers I've ever seen. So I heard great reviews from the show at AmFam.
Yes, we loved it. Here's my question for you before you go. What is the hottest you've ever been in AmFam Field? Because when the roof is closed and it's raining, it was like a sauna in there, and she remarked to it a couple times.
Yep.
I'm curious when the hottest was you were ever in there.
It probably was a roof closed sauna day. That's the worst outcome, is when it's roof closed, panels closed. It really is like a sauna in there. There's just not much airflow. I don't know though, but with the temperatures that they're expecting for Wednesday, with like high 90s, maybe 100, we might be pushing the limits there with the Wednesday 1 o'clock game.
It's 11:29. Goodbye. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Yeah, we can manage the clock when we need to. She's got somewhere to be. We can take care of her. But you don't like my Rowdy Tellez bobblehead question?
This is just something you do. You get people on air and you feel like you strong arm and say, I want you to do this. You do it all the time.
Do you actually think?
You do.
First of all, I don't expect her to get it for me. I just wanted to talk about the bobblehead.
But you're going to be happy when she does. If she does.
I'll be thrilled. And I don't know the last time I saw her in person. We've been friends for a long time, but I have not seen her in a very long time. I see her on my TV all the time.
You said, can you get me one of those?
Yeah, but I'm not expecting
boy,
that
that's
to
really
happen.
cool.
Yeah, I'm not expecting that to happen.
You asked.
I'm promoting I was trying to promote the fact that they're giving it away, and he's back in the lineup.
Hey, can you get me a trip to Italy? I want to promote that.
And I would say no, I can't get you that because I don't want to have to pay to go pee.
Well, I just want to promote a trip to Italy.
Do we have a travel partner? Italian Vacations? Did I miss that email?
Hey, can I get to that Packers game in Vegas? That seems like fun.
Again, are you asking someone who can help you with that or not?
I don't know. Am I?
Obviously not. Obviously not.
Okay, well, we appreciate Sophia. We enjoy when she joins us, and we're glad we could get her out on time. Matt LaFleur is currently at the podium at Lambeau Field, and he says that Eric Stokes is still not ready to practice. I would say that probably means he's going to start the regular season on the PUP list, would be the indicator that I get from that. All right, we'll see what else Matt LaFleur has to say during his press conference at Lambeau Field, as well as playing a little Whoa Nelly that is coming up. Tausch, tell us a little more again about AmFam, though. You know, we just talked about AmFam Field and how it's sweltering at times, but it's still the best place to watch a baseball game.
It is, and Badger fans, American Family Insurance wants to give you and a friend a chance at a VIP experience, either at a football or basketball game this coming season. You and a friend receive pregame, sideline, or courtside passes, a tour of the facility, and tons of great merch to support your Badgers. Enter today at amfam.com/Badgers. No purchase is necessary. Dream fearlessly. Insure carefully.
Whoa Nelly is next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here for my friends at Kohler Services. Treat yourself to a new shower this summer. Kohler Services is a local end-to-end bath and shower design and remodel service brought to you by Kohler, a family-owned in Wisconsin for 150 years. Kohler is the only manufacturer offering fast, professional installation and care for life. Start enjoying your bath or shower right now with a special offer. Visit kswisconsin.com to request your free quote and tell them that I sent you over. Again, that's kswisconsin.com.
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Holman Lindsay has grown over the years to 26 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Holman Lindsay has the paint you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Holman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
Hey, it's Alex Strofe. The high school football season is back, and we've got another doubleheader for you this week. Thursday night, Wisconsin Rapids visits Stoughton, and Friday night, the reigning state champion Monroe Cheesemakers visit Mount Horeb Barneveld. Coverage starts both nights at 6:30 on 100.5 ESPN and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Zimbrick Honda's Prep Mania is also brought to you by Canopy Wealth Management, UW Credit Union, Stoughton Trailers, the GRB Academy, and Stoughton Health.
Join the Wisconsin Badgers when Camp Randall Stadium comes alive again this fall. Now is your chance to be there when Coach Fickle and the team takes the field on September 2nd. Don't wait. Lock in your spot for game day today. For more information and to purchase your Wisconsin football tickets, visit uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS. That's uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
The 2023 Putts for Pups golf outing with proceeds benefiting the Dane County Humane Society is back and bigger than ever. Jesse Nelson here, presented by Bruder Realty and ESPN Madison and hosted at Blackhawk Country Club. Putts for Pups is a great day of golf aimed at raising money for an even greater cause. Last year's event raised over $32,500 for DCHS. Donate or find out how you can get involved at puttsforpups.com. Proudly sponsored by Badgerland Exteriors.
This summer, Coors Light wants you to retire, even if it's only temporary. Take a break from your 9 to 5 for 9 holes of golf. Trade those spreadsheets for a bingo card.
B7.
Oh, bingo! Or swap your office chair for a water aerobics floaty.
Cool noodles up, everyone!
This summer, welcome to temporary retirement. Coors Light, made to chill. Copyright 2023 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde for Associated Bank. Packers fans, can you feel the excitement in the air? Preseason football is upon us. And if you want to rep the green and gold, they've got you. With Packers checking from Associated Bank, you can make every transaction a touchdown with an exclusive Packers debit MasterCard. Plus, every Packers checking cardholder scores 10% off at the Packers Pro Shop, both in-store and online, all year long. Learn more at AssociatedBank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
People across Wisconsin are enjoying the rewards, stability, and flexibility of a career in healthcare. Why not you? Wish Caregiver Careers can get you started as a certified direct care professional. You'll learn the skills you need to make life better for older adults or people with a disability. All training is free and online. Plus, earn $500 in bonuses. Start your new career. Sign up today at WisCaregiverCDCP.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
Tito's wants to make sure you have the best tailgate on the block. Win game day gear by entering to win at Tito'sTailgate.com. Enter by November 15th for your chance to win a Solo Stove Grill or a Brewmate. For official rules, visit Tito'sTailgate.com. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Pop, pop, it's showtime. Showtime, showtime, showtime. Guess who's back again?
Thanks again to Sophia Minert. Always appreciate her spending time with us. Time now for Whoa Nelly.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocco's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Whoa Nelly
on Wilde and Tausch.
What is going on the video stream? What?
Bring me a snack.
Jason has a reindeer. And Tausch, what even is that a shark?
Baby shark. Yeah.
It's a baby shark pillow. Okay. Yeah,
That's Sven.
This is mature.
Reindeer are better than people. Hey, we're just changing it up, trying to increase the YouTube numbers before our YouTube account gets deleted.
That's true.
Whoa Nelly!
I have an update on that, by the way. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Not sure why. So that's where we're at on the YouTube.
Wait, who gave you that update?
Whoa, Nelly! I'll take care of that behind the scenes. Hey, earlier this morning, listening to Freddie Coleman and the fellas on the ESPN radio morning show on the drive-in, they asked the question, who is facing more pressure this season? Justin Fields with the Bears or Jordan Love with the Packers? We covered a similar topic to this before Tausch's summer sabbatical, but Tausch, if Freddie Coleman asked you that question, how would you answer it?
Yeah, it's Justin Fields, and it's not close.
Agreed.
In my opinion. They gave away the first pick and got a bunch of draft capital for Justin Fields. He needs to show out, or he'll be shown out. This is his year. If he doesn't do it, it's over. They'll rebuild again and bring in a new quarterback with all the draft capital that they have. And, I mean, I would expect the Bears to be better. I don't expect them to go 3-14 again and
Cellar-Dilling swing pot.
Position. But they're favored against the Green Bay Packers. I believe big time their season. Normally, I'm a firm believer that the beginning of seasons for teams that are fragile, it will break you or you'll build off of it. That game is going to be Super Bowl-esque for the Chicago Bears and their fan base because they think there's an opening. They believe that it is their time. They believe that Justin Fields is their guy. And if that is all the case, they're favored. They better win that game. Or what do you think that fan base is going to do? What do you think happens with our friends Waddle and Sylvie?
I think
the
we'll have
Bears,
Sylvie on the show the next day, I hope.
The Bears are very fragile. The psyche of their team, they have Packer phobia. They have a complex about the Green Bay Packers. And it would be reiterated if Jordan Love goes into Soldier Field and either beats them up or beats them late. It is going to be a playoff-type game and atmosphere for that game for the Chicago Bears.
I agree with every word Tausch said, and I'm not just saying that. I do, and I really want Sylvie on the show. Frankly, we should ask Sylvie to come on regardless. If he wants to take a victory lap, he should have that opportunity, and if the Packers beat them, I can tell you this. I will be listening to the home of the Chicago Bears on our drive back from Soldier Field to hear their post-game discussion if the Packers win that game. There's no doubt.
I'll be listening to. I don't know what we're calling it this year, but I'll be listening because I'll be on Green Bay game day post-game. I don't know. Is that what we're calling it, Jesse?
I don't know.
I haven't seen the official announcement yet.
Okay.
Whoa, Nelly!
Tausch after the
Come
game.
on, Wildy. Come on, Wildy.
Speaking of those Chicago Bears, our pal Bill Barnwell, whose article I did not read because it is very long. Thankfully, there's a big subhead right there, and it's like, great, I can get the gist of it. 4 teams he identifies to make a big jump in 2023, excluding the New York Jets because they're obvious. The Chicago Bears, the Denver Broncos, the Cleveland Browns, and the Los Angeles Rams. Of those 4, Tausch, which one, let's do this like the weekend preview when we do it during the football. Which one are you buying and which one are you saying that's ridiculous?
I think the Broncos, is ridiculous. I think the Bears is ridiculous. I think the Browns are really intriguing. I like Stefanski. I think Deshaun Watson has a year now where he's had the whole offseason. They have a lot of talent on that football team. I wouldn't be surprised if they're in the mix. Joey Burrow he's got a calf. How healthy is he going to be out of the gates? That division is tough. But if you're picking out all those teams, I would be surprised if more than one of them makes the playoffs.
So you did not read this story?
I skimmed briefly, but I got he always does this huge, what most people would call an article is like his introduction to the article. I read the introduction.
A preamble, if you will.
Preamble, yes.
So for those of you that are curious and don't want to read the article either, the Cleveland Browns went 7-10 last year. The Denver Broncos went 5-12. The Los Angeles Rams went 5-12, and the Chicago Bears went 3-14. If
the Bears would be better.
Right, the Bears, if they win 5 more games than they won last year, they're still only 8-9, but that's a huge jump. Those other teams, are the Browns going to win 12 games by improving by 5 games?
No, but they'll be a playoff team. I think he's trying to say they'll be a playoff team.
Are the Broncos or the Rams going to go 10-7? Those, I think, the Rams one, I think, is possible. Look, I am a skeptic on Sean Payton and the Broncos. I think that there are more issues there than just Nathaniel Hackett being inept, according to
What
Sean
makes you
Payton.
think the Rams are going to be? What makes you think the Rams are going to be any better?
Because Matthew Stafford's going to be fully healthy.
Is he?
I mean,
You
that's
understand?
what they're saying.
You know they were just desperately trying to dump him, right? They tried to get rid of him all offseason.
Because
you
of
know
his,
that, right?
I do, because they don't trust his elbow either. I get
No,
it.
they think he's. I think they think he's washed. They don't want to pay him.
Well,
they tried to give him away. Nobody would take him.
But they didn't get rid of him, did they? They're stuck with him.
How do you think
now.
Matt feels? How do you think Matt feels?
I don't know.
I'm
He won a
all in.
Super Bowl.
You guys don't want anything to do with me, but I'm all in. I'm going to put my sweat, blood, and tears for you, even though you tried to give me away for a bag of popcorn. No, I don't think so, man. I don't think that's how it works, bro.
He only played in 9.
Jason,
Yeah.
Rams, stinky. They'll be stinky, or what's the other one? What's
Inky
the
or
stinky? Or
stinky?
inky? They're going to be stinky.
Can't believe that came back.
Arizona and the Rams are going to be battling it out
For the number 1 overall
for that
pick?
first picnic. Mm-hmm.
Okay, mark the tape.
Stinky.
Yeah, put it down. And old boy is going to be battling for whatever new streaming service is going to be putting people. Old boy's going to be back in it. He's going to be in the broadcasting booth sooner.
Sean
than you think.
McVay is coaching his last season for the Rams. Who
I
are going
don't
to have
know.
the
I
number
mean,
1
signed a
overall
new
pick
deal.
if Arizona doesn't.
And he got in the right offer.
That's what you're saying?
And he got in the right offer. He was going to.
All right, I guess what I was trying to illustrate is that I don't think any of those teams are going to be that good. So they may be.
That's literally what I just said. Yeah. Are you getting annoyed with me already? It's only been 2 days back.
I'm so happy you're back. Lasted 1 full show, so that's 3 hours, and then most of the 9 o'clock hour.
Bill, Gary, Homer, Gabe, we need you.
Going to the pen.
Bulaga.
Going to the left-hander. That Brian Bulaga is good, man. All right. You got anything else there, Jesse, or no?
I do want to get out in front of something before this segment ends. So I am off tomorrow, staying home with Mo on my usual Wednesday regimen. However, I am coming in.
Are we
the
allowed
office.
to bring dogs into the studio? Can you bring Mo into the studio?
I can, and I intend to. He's just not quite potty trained. We're 2 days accident-free, which is pretty great, but he's not quite potty trained yet.
Do you have a tote board at
Put
home?
a diaper?
2 days
Could
since
you put
a.
some type of diaper on?
Oh my gosh!
Mo?
No, he doesn't have a diaper. No, he's a.
Why
a
can't
dog.
you put a
He's
diaper
a dog,
on?
not a person. But
dogs wear diapers.
I'm aware.
Are you?
I just wanted to say that I'm
enjoying the shift of the focus to you from Tausch
I
now
would-
as opposed to me.
I would imagine I will get crushed for coming into the office tomorrow to get a free lunch and for a goodbye party that's happening during the day. So I will be in the office
you
after
can't-
the show,
no.
but I will not be
You
here
can't-
producing the show.
Just wait a
Just wanted to
second.
get out
No.
in front of that.
No, you're not coming in to get a free lunch. Tell me that's not true.
It's coincidentally free. Like, I would pay for it if it came down to it, but it's a goodbye party, and I don't want to
You're
miss the
going to
goodbye
take
party.
off of work to watch your dog, and then you're going to drive in to get a lunch and then go home? That's what you're telling me you're doing?
Yes, that's what I want to do. I'd bring this up before tomorrow, so I have a chance to.
You
get out
know
in
how
front of
bad
this
it
narrative.
is.
Oh, my God.
You know how bad it is
Oh,
when
my
he
God.
says, "I want to get out in front of this."
The old PR firm. Who's that dude that came in and tried to save the Packers during Favre's deal?
Ari Fleischer.
He calls Ari Fleischer. Hey, I'm coming in for free lunch. How do I spin this? Just get out in front of it. Get out in front. Don't just walk in the building tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's a lot easier to leave the dog home for 1 hour than it is for 4 hours. So it's a lot more doable to just stop by for lunch while he's taking a little nap in the afternoon.
Jesse, you are
Say
a
goodbye.
mad genius. You are a mad genius.
Thank you.
For those of you who were wondering, like I was, you can get a box of 12 4-paws wee disposable dog diapers on Chewy.com for $16.97. So just an FYI. on that.
I can't bring the dog. I legitimately thought about bringing the dog to the office. You can't.
Why don't you bring the little doggy in to show off everybody?
I can't bring
tomorrow.
the dog on the day of a goodbye party. The person leaving is the star of the goodbye party. The dog then becomes the center of attention if you do that. I can't do it tomorrow.
Tough call.
This is the best conversation we've had since you complained about your parents daring to go on vacation and missing your 30th birthday.
No, it wasn't even his 30th. It was like his 27th. Like some random number.
And they didn't even win in Vegas. Unbelievable.
Will there be Tito's at this going away party since Mo won't be there? What is the going away party going to consist of?
I wonder if
maybe I'll stop
if
and pick
we
some
are
up on the
going
way
to.
in.
Yeah, we'll bring a handle in and enjoy. Take it to the house this season and enjoy tailgating from your own backyard. Tito's wants to make sure you have the best tailgate on the block, and you can win game day gear, scarves, whatever else for your next gathering by entering to win at Tito'sTailgate.com. That's Tito'sTailgate.com. Be sure to enter by November 15th for your chance. I love these solo stove grills. Those things are sexy. You got a Brewmate back tap for batched cocktails or a Tito's football jersey for official rules. Again, visit Tito'sTailgate.com. You must be 21 to enter. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
We'll wrap things up for Jesse's farewell party, but it's not for him. He's just coming for the free meal. Next, it's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB is hosting its annual Top Prospect Camp on Saturday, October 7th. Position players, pitchers, and catchers can showcase their skills for over 40 college coaches scheduled to attend. Registration is open to all players in the 2024 to 27 graduating years, and spots are available on a first-come, first-served basis. Sign up today at grbacademy.com. That's grbacademy.com. Rays Baseball. Raise your game.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
This Badger Minute brought to you by the Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company, Madison's home for craft beer and pub food since 1994. Find the Great Dane nearest you at greatdanepub.com. Former Wisconsin linebacker Nick Herbig is making his impact in his first year as a Pittsburgh Steeler. In this past weekend's preseason game against the Buffalo Bills, Herbig had 3 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 forced fumble. Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin, when he was asked about the 4th-round picks coming out party this preseason.
You know, we like doing business with Wisconsin, man. Just schematically, it's the same thing that made us comfortable when we drafted TJ and Loudermilk and Benton. And so I can't tell you that I'm overly shocked at what we're seeing from him.
Bundle a 250 series patio door and 8 double-hung windows with hidden screens for as low as $188 per month at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin at PellaWI.com.
LabCorp Clinical Trials is changing to a new name, Fortrea. While the name may be different, Fortrea combines decades of great experience and professionalism with new opportunities for clinical trial participation. It's more than a mission and more than a new name. Fortrea is dedicated to moving healthcare forward. To learn more about the future of healthcare and upcoming clinical trials, visit us at FortreaClinicalTrials.com. That's FORTREA clinicaltrials.com.
Mark Toscher here for Chalmers Jewelers. Well, it's always a good time to get that special someone in your life a beautiful gift. And when I'm in need of a new piece of jewelry, Chalmers Jewelers is my go-to place. Whether I want a timeless classic or a one-of-a-kind piece, Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison has just what I'm looking for. My life has been made so much easier thanks to the great team over at Chalmers Jewelers, and is the reason I keep going back for more. Visit chalmersjewelers.com to find your perfect new piece of jewelry today.
Hey, Drew Scott here, and I'm Jonathan Scott, reminding you that life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance. They can help you get just the right protection at just the right price and help you save when you bundle home and auto. Kind of like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It'll be just right for you. We love a custom build. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You can drive cutting-edge design. 2023 Audis are on the lot and ready for delivery. You can save $7,500 on select Audi EVs with the AFS EV lease bonus. See dealer for detail and exclusions. Eligibility is subject to credit approval through Audi Financial Services. Cannot be combined with national customer credit. Offer expires September 5th. Stop in and test drive today. Check out our website to see our current electric vehicle inventory and our monthly specials. The search for your Audi begins and ends at Zimrick Audi of Madison, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road. Drive yours today.
Big trailers and big opportunity. Since 1962, Stoughton Trailers has been a family-owned and operated business. With competitive wages and excellent benefits, plus growth and advancement opportunities, Stoughton Trailers is an exciting place to grow your career. Join the collaboration, innovation, and dynamic team atmosphere at Stoughton Trailers, with positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, engineering, supply chain, and more. Go to stojobs.com to apply today. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity.
Tito's wants to make sure you have the best tailgate on the block. Win game day gear by entering to win at titostailgate.com. Enter by November 15th for your chance to win a Solo Stove Grill or a Brewmate. For official rules, visit titostailgate.com. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Almost time for us to say goodbye for today. Thank God. Tausch, what's on your mind before we go?
Well, I saw some of the LaFleur presser that your colleagues are at. Rashawn Gary doing some 11 on 11. That's a good sign because
That's
I think
big.
He's going to be playing in Chicago unless there's any setbacks. He's going to be out there, and that's a great thing for the Green Bay Packer defense.
Are they a top 5 defense if Rashawn Gary is healthy this season?
They're going to need to be.
You mull that over, and we'll address it tomorrow.
That sounds like a hedge.
I don't think you should be coming after. Can we just leave on a high note? Don't come after the big fella.
The question is, Jesse, are you coming to our teammates' retirement party, or not retirement, relocation party?
Farewell party. Yeah.
Farewell party.
With the dog.
If there's not a lunch associated with it.
That is a great question.
Of course I would come to the party.
Jesse.
Of course I would come.
Jesse. Jason, he's not coming if there's not a free lunch.
Why don't you guys cancel the food? See if he shows.
Oh, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. I don't think old boy's showing up without a little lunch being delivered
not
to him.
heartless.
No, you're just selfish. All right, that's it for us today.
Jeez, I wasn't going to go that far. That's crazy, actually. Jesse's a very kind young man. I just don't think he's coming if he didn't get chicken wings or whatever else he's ordered. I don't think he's coming. I don't.
Chicken wrap. Yeah.
Chicken wrap. All right.
From Buck and Honey's. Got to get my free water.
Yeah, get that good agua.
That's it for us today. The Packers head to the practice field. I'm headed to Lambeau. Thanks for coming along for the ride with us today. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch? Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial-free full show podcasts are available free on Wisconsin On Demand.
Mark Tauscher here to tell you a little bit more about Everlight Solar. We all know that electricity costs are on the rise. That's why you need to